you're looking good and your audio sounds terrible, it's not going to get you the viewers to stick around to watch your stream. So go ahead and watch this video right here where I walk you step by step how to get any microphone that you own, regardless of price, sound professional. Watch that video right there. See you guys in the next video. Like a good neighbor, sometimes it's there. Jason said,
Use finance filters for hotels and all that great stuff. Download the Diet now.
today we're going to be going over an infinite metal ore and a metal ingot farm that is going to make your life in our world so unbelievably amazing. Now, not only are we going to be getting infinite
So, let's not that. Can you hear me now? What's the deal, y'all? Starting tomorrow morning, I will no longer be on. Because I actually have a very good friend of mine who looked me up. Any possible sponsorship that's going to be a regular sponsorship on my YouTube channel at the end of the year. Now, the requirements for that are I have to have over 1,000 subs, and I have to have so many lockdowns. And this sponsorship is one that I'm very, very interested in, so I do want to get that done. I do want to get that sponsorship. Like that, or I want to be able to get that sponsor. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to send you guys my YouTube channel and so you guys can go over there and subscribe because time tomorrow I'm over there. I'll be making gaming content and music content and artwork content. I will not be doing anything to do with the trolls. I will not be doing any side of what my content is going to be about. Therefore, and it's the contract that I have signed. You trolls are not allowed to fuck with me for an entire year. That is the deal. Shot the last two boards, shot the actual ball rippers, and and turn it over and don't change 10 or 11. What's up, guys? But, like I said tomorrow morning, I will be on YouTube full time as a content creator. I already have a package to go. I've already got the content that I'm going to be doing, which is I'm going to be doing all the content once a week. And the rest of the time I'm going to be split up between me doing gaming and music shit. I found out jokes when I'm talking about anything troll related. The trolls, they're done. They're over. Yo, wait up, bro.
I don't have a saddle.
if you guys do need the YouTube channel,
Yeah.
I'm set for you guys.
Holy shit.
Because as I stated, starting tomorrow morning, I will not be on here until probably next year. Because like I said, I have a major sponsor in the works that I do want to get, but in order to do that, I have to meet certain requirements.
Leather, cloth, ignorant. God, there's a lot of ignorant.
Because I want this year to be my year to be as successful as I can be. You know, I want to be able to be a successful content creator like I should have been this whole fucking time. You see what I'm saying? And yes, this is the very last time I will be addressing trolls. I will be addressing real life shit, any of that. Start tomorrow, no more. That's done. Over. Benito, sign up. No, I will not. I will not be doing IRL content like, what does IRL content? Then yes, that would be. But I'm saying when I'm going to the kick link, that way they can bounce in and say what's up. But starting tomorrow morning, as I said, there will be no rage content. I'm not doing that shit no more. I'm not doing rage content. I'm not doing the stuff that I used to do. Because now that I'm away from the trolls entirely, I can start focusing on the content that I've always cared about making. You see what I'm saying? This clown. Thank you, ZLHJ. Appreciate that. What do you mean I'm going to be bringing back the boxes? You mean like the motivational stuff? That will be included. I will be doing the motivational stuff like always. That's not going to change. I'm going to aim to motivate you guys while sticking to the content that I'm going to be creating. So as of tomorrow, I will not be tomorrow, I will not be on here anymore. Because the only reason why, the only reason why I had to go with it was because of the fact that during that time period, I was attacked. And I didn't know any other way to get away from the trolls except to come over to here. So, minutes 1 minute. Next to the last kid, I'm not going to be on Facebook Live, I'm going to be doing content quite a lot. So I'm not working on being on Facebook that much, but I will be. I will be on Facebook, but not as much. And sooner somebody got banned that doesn't need banned here, so it should get banned. That's weird. But like I said, start tomorrow. I'm not gonna be on here. Also, there is also a little challenge going on too. And it's a challenge for everybody in general. For those of you that do have YouTube, you guys are good. But for those of you that do not, I need y'all to head over to YouTube and create an account. What does it mean? Because I want to grow this community to at least 2,000 subscribers by the end of this year. Like, I want to be able to grow my YouTube subscriber community to at least 1,000 subs by the end of the year. I've been working on a moment. I've been working on, believe it or not, I've been working on a lot more graffiti style artwork as of late. I've been going back into doing my old school style graffiti characters that I came out with, which I'm going to be putting out here very, very soon on merchandise. I already have an app that I'm going through to be able to create the merch using the characters that I created. So I am still going to be doing that stuff, so no, it's actually completely different. It's actually going back to like, if you ever seen like, Wizard, who's actually a very well-known graffiti artist. It's stuff that's very similar along the lines of what he does. As far as hand-drawn stuff goes. If you've never heard of Wizard, like, once you look, the dude's got some amazing graffiti characters. And a lot of his work along with other real, well, not saying that it's not real, just is obviously, but, you know, other graffiti writers and creators and artists. Do I tag? No, I don't. I strictly do characters and stuff like that. Like, once in a while, I'll do like actual throw-ups and pieces, like on paper and shit like that. I'm going to do that, for sure. But like, as far as like going out and like actually tagging shit and stuff like that, I don't do that. Because I don't want to end up getting arrested, you know? I don't want to end up getting arrested and end up in jail for some stupid shit, you know what I mean? Do you understand that, Mark? I did start to do that a while ago. I actually did start doing that a while ago. But unfortunately that proved to not go anywhere at the time because during that time I was around some very, very, very toxic people. And that never really got a chance to take off. Yeah, Jacob, you're having a good time, dude. If you didn't check it by out, dude, starting tomorrow, I will not be on Kick anymore. I will actually be over on YouTube. So I can find it on my what's my YouTube channel right here? I'm getting ready to post it for you and Hangout and shit. But the reason why I will not be on here, I also am on is because I actually have a sponsor that's actually interested in what I do. But in order to be able to meet their
It's my diamond joint. You sing along. It's my diamond joint. You sing along. She says you love my tongue. Sing along. There's no coming from. I got coming home. It's
requirements. I have to hit over 1,000 subs, and I have to hit
Okay.
standards in order to be able to get that sponsorship. And I want to be able to do that. But it has to be on YouTube because that's where their stuff is at. They don't do anything outside of, YouTube and Twitch and shit like that. Like, they don't do Kick. They're kind of sort of in a weird spot when it comes to Twitch. But they deal mostly with YouTube content creators. Because that's what they're about. They love, YouTube. That's where a lot of their people are that, do their stuff. That's where sponsorships lie and stuff like that. And this sponsor's been around for quite a few years now. And I've had my eye on them, but I do actually want to get that sponsor under my belt. And super, super bad. But in order to do that, man, we need to hit that 1,000 mark, man. Currently, I am sitting at 425 subs, man. So far, we are doing good. I know, man, I just reread it wrong. It is actually 2K subs by the end of the year. 1K is the minimum, base requirement, but if I want to be able to get that good shit, I need to hit that 2K mark. And I know you guys can do it, man. I know y'all can do it, bro. You guys are good like that, man. Y'all are badass, bro. I know y'all can hit that 2K mark. I just reread it, I was looking at the baseline of the sponsor, because I got it pulled up right here. And I was looking at it, and it said 1K sub for minimum stuff. Oh yeah, right here for all benefits of the sponsor. Alright, so I need 2,000 plus subs. That's easy. I know you guys can do that, bro. That's 2,000 subs. Y'all can knock that shit. You guys got this. And that, I want to be a surprise for you, Kim. I want that to be a surprise for you guys. Because this is a major sponsor that has actually seen my content in the past. Like, these guys have actually seen my content in the past, and they love what I do. And I want to be able to surprise you guys with this. This is something that I've always wanted to knock out. This is something I've always wanted to do. Thank you, Zia. ZFA shit, man. Shout out to my... Dude, ZFA shit is a fucking badass mod, dude. Shout out to ZFA shit, man. For real. But yeah, Doctor, what up, dude? But, and don't worry, on this side, I will be posting on Facebook and shit like that, but it's not gonna... Like, when it comes to Facebook, that's where I'm gonna be posting, more personal stuff with, friends and shit like that. So I am still gonna have my private life, But during the daytime, bro, I'm gonna be working my ass off 9 to 5 on this content for you guys. Matter of fact, to show you guys how serious I actually am about this content and how serious I am about the sponsorship, I want to show y'all something. I want to show you guys the intro that I created. Because I figure you guys deserve it. Y'all deserve to at least to be able to see the intro that I came out with. Y'all at least deserve that. If I can find the video. Whatever you said. Now, as you guys know, a lot of people have always called me the Goblin King. You guys know this. So, let me figure, you know, let me do like this real quick.
Doesn't say dog. Hey.
super confused, very motivation on the for sure. So Shaw's my pick, man, super happy for the dog. It's awesome. Super proud of you, dude. And eventually, you know, having some talk. His birthday's came out. You know what I mean? Like, his is dollar. And she ain't unblocking by now. It's all. So I'm sure I'll find someone else out there that I can take home to. I'm pretty sure. Now, moving on from that one. Well, yeah. But I don't know. That's where I'm supposed to do it. But I think it's my own brush. I'm just going to do it. And it's so much time for all. Hey, cool. You see what I'm saying? Like, if I want to go on to, if I stay sick for a while, hey, that's cool too. If it happens back to get back, it is what it is. I wish I did, man. I'd be so lucky to have from one, bro. I'd be so fucking lucky to have from my house right now. I would fly up on the streets. Savory, bro. Pretty fucking obvious. Bro, that dude turned out to be such a fucking positive, bro. She was literally a fucking cop. Which one I got? Exactly what you're talking about. That chick turned out to be so fucking big.
Cool.
So fucking bro. Just figuring I got that $2 but no joke, I was thinking of $2,000 bro. For real. Whatever, said all things. I don't want to follow like that, but with the way it's been so loud and shit, I don't want to put myself in that kind of like, going around, I expect people that are communities all the things from the art side and stuff like that. I do respect it. But all of the things for me, that's just not my thing. When I tag down not because I can get it in this team, it's what I was trying to do. See what I'm saying? I was trying to get it out. That's what I look forward to. Where I but when I was speaking all my one I was actually getting out with a little bit of team that I was with. So, yeah, I did really good. Exactly. That's bad for them. It's fun. Yeah, by the way, I don't know if that. Anyway, see. I can do anything to it. Like, it's not that top my head. You know? And yes, I saw top my head and you know what? Not really. Not. But I do something with my head and my fingers. I don't need to, so. Maybe go over you find somewhere. Sounds like not. See, that's what superheroes.
Bitch. It's funny, but it's because you're a shock. But like I said, man, start tomorrow. This stuff is going to be transferred over to my YouTube channel full time. And if you guys don't know, but you know what? I'm actually going to do this comment for you guys. And if you guys don't have your best on it, it'll be the comment right up top. Well, but those fucking games, bro. I'm not an asshole, but right now, like, too many lessons I have my PSR that doubles as what I needed to. I don't know if I've not got with the same or not. I don't know. Like that, like a $5,000 when I got this camera, and I don't know that I'm not for that. I don't know how. I wouldn't say. I still want to like trying to figure out what happened to what it. And then that I actually came out. When I was actually that's when that was quite a time. And I was what? 20 at the time, was coming out of high school. And I know it's one of the old high school, but I ended up not that up 2 years due to transcript issues and all kinds of issues. So, yeah. You're talking about anything. I actually do that stuff that was all this you know. I actually do have most stuff that I did cover about my phone, but actually don't work very well. So as soon as all the shit gets good out of the file, I will work on that. So, hopefully by the sound of it's good about my actual scene with a little hand off the plan. You never know, but anything's wrong. Whoa, what the fuck? that bit, like, I don't know. And if I watched through that, the movie was all black. But I was Facebook high school with all and it actually looks good. I love this one, but I am not that much since the movies. Discord wants to send me an email and but I'm not telling you I'm telling you though. I have no friends. You know, so, you know, 6 weeks a few times before I put that shit out there. You know, you Discord. I go to Discord, like I said, I'm just not on it that much. But first, sometimes you have like once I get at least 900 subs to 1,000, I'm actually not paying back subs I put in Discord. Just because it'll be easier to maintain. Like I said, no, I want to be able to take my stuff, you know what I mean? Yeah, Kano, because Kano, I heard from what I put in my life, and you're thinking about spiritual fucking like I said, man, I felt multiple times, and I felt the fuck good. Which I talk about religions. See, I don't let's get back. Let's get back to the drum. I always found that that's like I said. I haven't done a quick word since the beginning of last year. Like, that's how for, bro. But that's how I've done the word before, man. I've been that far. Because, bro, obviously, with all this, but I didn't get back to doing something I don't know. I'll get my split out of it. Plus, you know, figure it out, get a bunch of shit. Like, I'm gonna lie, that house was kind of sucks. So, it's alright, man. You gotta go, man. Yeah, go ahead, Sparky. Oh, okay. Yeah, room night's a fuck killer. Yeah, I'm fucking room night for sure. Let me look it up. Like, I don't know what to find out what to do about this and I'll have to do it. So, small one. Very small, maybe a small one. I'm doing some recordings for video talking videos, so yeah.
Okay. Can I make a bed? Yep.
But yeah, with that being said, guys, yo, I don't know. And two fucking buildings in Marvel, that is my motherfucking fuck stuff about. Venom's fucking about. Sorry, but if you like fucking with Venom, what's wrong with you, bro? It's a fucking beast. Well, technically, the villain that I'm in is not, bad, like, he's the anti-hero, Venom. X-Men is more, he's like, anti-heroes, and, but, I'm not that. Like, you can look up, like, you're not, this is one of the most fun.
Interesting.
But see, like, so be sure to go over to my channel, hit that sub button, and let's get that shit up there, bro. And I'm seeing how it's something on the sitting apps. Yo, 428, man, we're doing good, man, we're doing good. We're back this shit. 428, man, we need 5 because we got half play, but we're right, let's go. Let's get this. We got this, bro. 428, dude, that's not bad. Super excited for the future of what's gonna happen with me, for what's gonna happen with my channel. It's looking forward to doing the content we y'all have been wanting for years.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
What's happening to y'all? I'm watching a bit, but you can talk about one guys. I will see you guys. I'm talking about you guys. Let's do good shit, bro. Let's get that 1,000 sub up, man. Let's get this shit up there. Let's get it popping off. Let's make so brand new members on there. Stop that. I don't know what TV guys on there for sure. I'm excited to be bringing content about and being able to play that. I feel like that's the first time I'm excited. Alright guys, let's get this silence. Baby. I'll fucking get you guys. And you guys. Alright guys, got you one. Let's get this shit. Alright guys, let's do this. Alright.
Whatever you do it for less. That part was
Wolf and feigning distress for 2 months, hoping for something to happen so that you could beg for money. Because you always do. But as I said earlier, this was coming all along. We'll have to wait till the last fucking minute, and the next clip's gonna get even better. Right, well, President Vegeta said, by the way, shout out. Well, President Vegeta says, but you can get $4,000 for doing 8,000 something. No time. You're right. Well, President Vegeta don't understand what I'm trying to get to. Is that even if I make a whole channel and I brand it different, it's not just beginning to go to a new channel, and I hope the line completely videos to the new channel, and that channel's fine with the ads on it. A lot of the money that I get is from local videos and stuff, and I don't see that. So, in essence, even if, let's say I start with Greg Donald like C, and I hope that channel to get people started to watch and get the news rolling and everything on the channel. Once I get out of the channel, okay, it's fun. Whereas it used to be this was a good fucking sandwich because it was all the layers of content in 8 years that were bringing it out on a daily basis. We really going back to watch all the flavors. Now, we went from a sandwich this big to a sandwich like this. You know? So I'm going to make 1/10 as much as when I was thinking, and that's not going to cut it. You know? That's not going to cut it. Cheer, and King Cheer, and Demon DJ resold for 14th month in a row, that Juice Kid Cheer, and it's their third cheer. Now, people I'm not going to say people kind of being very insensitive. Oh, is this when you put Grand Theft Auto Vice City turn music on? No. The whole point of playing Vice City again, as I said, you can watch it with a playthrough of the game that's not either by me or being blocked. Turning on the music will do that. So even if I can ads, it's never about ads. Never. It was about people go on. So in that regard, no, it's not going to help to turn the music on if you can't do that. Alright? So just stop. I'm not doing sensitive right now. Oh, no, it's not. Dude, I can't pay my bills. Well, I lost an hour and a half right at the beginning. Oh, it's good. It's not good. It's bicycle, right? We need to prove how immature you are, right? To say something like that. And I love it. I love it. People are being insensitive because they're asking him when he plays Vice City if this means he can turn the music on. God bless you, trolls. And he said the music on right after Vice City. So the questions by the Good Samaritans must have paid off. Good job, Dave. Way to listen to your audience. Quote, it was never about the ads, ever. It was about the playthrough being viewable on YouTube, unquote. Yeah, I'm gonna fucking press X to doubt there. And then another quote. Dude, I can't pay my bills because I lost ads on DSP Gaming. Oh, it's good. So we can have music on Vice City. Unquote. What do you even say? He can't pay his bills because he lost ads temporarily on his YouTube channel. Again, something that won't affect him for another 2 months. Fucking incredible. So one of his servants tries to tell him to make a new channel and just start making some money. And what does Dave here tell him? That if he makes a new channel and plays Vice City and gets people to start watching, that he's only going to make this much money. And he holds his fingers up to show about 2 inches. As opposed to before when he was, quote, making a big hearty sandwich of money, unquote. If you guys could have seen my face when I was watching this, the lengths this guy goes to try and hide how much money he's making is absolutely incredible. He wants you to think he's poor. and he's just like you, and he's a working man. But let me ask you a question. How many fucking people do you know that say they make a big hearty sandwich of money back? And don't fucking say anybody either, because I'll ban you put your mouth. Young trolls. Just can't believe this is true. The next clip's gonna be the last clip, but don't worry, I'm gonna roast his ass. And then we're gonna talk about what happened tonight, just why he's so fucking abusive. Hi, buddy lover. Dude, shut up. I'm serious. He's being a jerk. Oh, turn up the music. Doesn't matter. Are you deaf? Seriously. I want people to be able to watch right game, not have to blend and block out videos and block videos. Stop right now. This is literally the worst possible time to be a jerk. Okay? Because this is my life. It's me. I can lose everything. And you're being a jerk. Stop. Alright. Mr. Market, this is dumb, Bill. Jerky cheered. And again, this video from Life City. Judge chooses sorry you're just under situation, something, this stuff is happening. Third on says, what do they mean invalid click activity? I don't get it. Nothing. Because there is no invalid click activity on ESPN. If there actually were, the channel would have been disabled even when I was with Herbs. That's the point I'm making. Is it's not. I think what it is a default thing that happens when you have an invalid AdSense account linked to your channel. I think it just defaults to something like that. Oh, the default is invalid click activity, so just default it for that reason or whatever. But that's what I mean. Like I never received notification. Nothing. It just once the cursed partnership was delinked, by default the channel just said that invalid click activity. I'm like, how is that possible? 2 seconds ago, the channel was fine. Obviously, it's not possible. It's bullshit. So I think it's an automated thing that happens. When you have an invalid access account to the channel. But again, there's no process by which you can only link the invalid account to the good. It just blocks your channel. It's not valid monetization. And then there's an appeals form. You can appeal, but the appeals form is for the invalid click activity. So I filled it out, and I said, well, here's the situation. I don't think there's a valid click activity because it's a bad activity. Now I have a good one. But can you help me here to suspend the channel so I can do that? And I'm waiting for an answer. Toxic trolling cheers is such bad news. The lollipop cheers, and I hope things get better. You know, I hate seeing you do that. Stuff like this. Don't worry that I'm with you, no matter what bullshit lies ahead. Party Club says, well, you change, you have to change too. It's the only way. Well, I have. That's what I mean. Like, I have changed in the last year. I could change my content to be more street friendly stuff, right? You see what I mean? Like, I have changed. I no longer. There's 6 months now. Isolated. I completely changed it to an interactive streamer. To make my streams much more appealing to a widespread audience. You know, be a variety of content, but also just interactivity. And I think, let's be honest here, I think a lot of people who previously didn't like me and watched my streams over the last year and realized, holy crap, you know, this is actually very different from what we had expected to be like. Dog, it was a jerk. We thought this stream was going to be 100% toxicity and stuff, and it's not. You know what I mean? It hasn't been that at all. It's been a positive experience here on the street. I guarantee you. I don't know what I possibly could have done to avoid this because I didn't do anything wrong. Again, it's not like, oh, Phil did something wrong. I did nothing wrong. You know? In fact, Kirk said, he said, sorry, you know, the partnership is going to end, but you've done nothing wrong. It wants to be amicable. It wants to be like hard feelings on your side, but it's not.
Get a 20 or 24 ounce cup of freshly brewed hot coffee for just $2. Got it at the Wawa.
Alright, that's the last clip for the video, but it's fate having the time with him. So, he attacks another innocent good Samaritan for suggesting we leave the music offered by Steve. How dare. And then he utters the words, quote, this is my livelihood at stake. I may lose everything here and there. This is the actual definition of crying wolf, of fainting distress, of screaming chicken little. If his fans ever thought it was circumstantial evidence, or it was conspiracy theories, this is what it looks like. He still has a Twitch channel here. He said multiple times how things are going great. He has a second income sitting in the other room. And he just has to throw in the line that he may lose everything now. Because YouTube support isn't working during the weekends, and they may take a few days to resolve the issue. And by the way, how did it end up working out? Did he lose everything? Is he currently on YouTube now? Is his AdSense still working just fucking fine? And turn hands in chat for Third Eye the Third, please. Quote, what do you mean by invalid click activity? Unquote. And DSP, before even taking a breath, says nothing. Quote, because there is no invalid click activity on DSP gaming. Then why was your channel suspended for invalid click activity, my very good friend? He then begins to use the words I think again. That's I swear, my very good best friend. What you think means absolutely jack shit.
Alright, I don't care enough.
Shitty ass content for free on the internet, and you're not getting to eat what's happening, stale ass gameplay. I hope that helps to clear things up for you.
Oh no, come on.
Then, but they say that you know, I hate seeing a good guy get fucked by stuff like this. Don't worry, and we're with you no matter what bullshit lies ahead, unquote. And what's DSP's response to that heartfelt message? He doesn't say anything, he just proceeds to read the next cheer. That's what these people mean to him. Absolutely nothing. Except for the chance to cry wolf and get them to open their wallets. I don't understand how these people come back for more every single time. I don't understand how these people think he gives two shits about them. How much do they need to see to actually open their eyes and wake up to this bullshit? Somebody that cheers and tells him that YouTube has changed and he needs to change too. He stumbles around his words for about 20 seconds, trying to make up reasons for how he's changed. And the main thing he comes up with is that he's no longer the guy that just sits on his couch playing games isolated. He's completely changed to be an interactive streamer and to make his streams more appealing to a much wider audience. This is nothing but words. He still sits on his couch and plays games isolated. He's even more isolated than he used to. At least before he had a girlfriend that would come on stream with him and try to interact with his user audience. He used to have actual real-life friends that would be in his videos and playthroughs. He even had quote friends that he could pull up online at least. You know, Brian, Kenny, the kid from the Apex Legends playthrough that had a disability speaking, and Phil just laughed at him and it's bad. And look at him now. Not one person he can actually call a friend. When's the last time he did actual co-op with anyone? When's the last time anyone even saw proof of his so-called wife? He's sitting there begging and pleading with his viewers to hit the membership goal every month. His chat's dead all the time. Especially when you compare it to any restreamer's chat.
Okay, so I just need Ignite and okay.
People like Jax Rax, 1 minute man who doesn't even talk, and Rob Williams, who should be using that money to make his life easier than what it currently is. And by the way, how Phil can even accept money from him, knowing he's in a position in life that he's in. And don't forget about our very good friend Sean, who just a few months ago was literally living out of his car. But somehow DSP was in a worse position than him and somehow gave DSP $300. Because this is what DSP does. He screams Chicken Little, he screams the sky is falling, he titles his videos Emergency in all caps, and he tells you, quote, he might lose everything. And he's banking on people out there being lonely enough, but let's be real here, mentally disabled enough that they can't sit through this bullshit. And they can't tell when a person is feigning distress. And this is how he lives his life every day. So remember that the next time he's doing his quote podcast and he tries to tell you how great his life is and how much he loves everything, just remember what he actually has to do in order to live that life. Motherfucker. Now let's talk about what happened tonight, Thursday night. Guys, I believe it was late Tuesday night / early Wednesday morning. I put out a video titled The Art of the Bench. And in it, I compiled a bunch of his tweets from the last 2.5 months or so, where he's just tweeting every fucking night, talking about how they're having a great interactive time, everybody's chill and loves it, but supporters really love. Can you come by and please help? And I just talked about how shitty of a thing it was for him to continuously do that when he makes so much money. He tries to pass himself off as this positive person that doesn't beg and blah, blah, blah. And what do you know, lo and behold, and like I said in the last video, sometimes I just get lucky with the timing of these things. He sends out a big tweet Thursday night because he's really struggling. He really needs the help of blah, blah. Especially when it comes we're having a chill time on what may be the conclusion stream of Forza Horizon 5. 3 big races left, and then the game is done. However, this is the lowest support I've had on the stream all year, so it would be great if you could swing by. Thanks. And I got to catch the last 30 minutes of it, and it was tremendous. Watching him swarm around with $7 a year on the screen, pretending like he wasn't drunk, going into clown mode, acting like he was having so much fun. I mean, it was just great to see. I had best vibes all over. And then at the end of the night, we finished up Forza Horizon 5 on tonight's stream. Thanks to everyone who chilled, interacted, and supported this playthrough. It definitely overstayed its welcome a bit, and now we can move on to other things. I'm now uploading different content. And I just want you to see DSP, the festive. You know, sometimes these things that you do, man, you throw it out there constantly. You expect it to be a big red button for you to just press, for people to see you. You know, it's what you fucking get, man. Tonight was good to see it thrown in your fucking face. The way you were acting, the way you were squirming, stalling. What happened to that loving part-time wife that you couldn't stay overtime and keeps waiting on you, blah, blah. You didn't seem to give 2 shits about it. But it was nice to see you end up with $9, and it was nice to see nobody come answer these fucking things. It's a shitty thing for you to do, especially if you make me not alone that you do, and you still put this shit out in people's faces. Fuck you, and it was good to see you get what you deserve, bitch. Let's get some shout outs and talk about the next video. Get a shout out to Christopher, who just said that he loves the videos, he wanted to show some support, and to stay safe and enjoy the holidays. And I think that's a great message for everyone. Please stay safe and be grateful for what you have this Christmas. And if you're going through a rough time, there's always people out here you can talk to, myself included. My details are always in the description of the videos. Thank you, Christopher. Fred, there was no message, but thank you, homie. And you might be surprised too, so what's up to you, bro? William, just say keep up the good work, homie. Thank you, my friend. I hope you enjoyed this, bro. Nothing but the truth. He has a very bold plan, and I can't advise you one way or the other, my friend. The only thing I can say is just be safe this holiday season and stay out of trouble, homie. I appreciate the support. Please listen to what I said closely. Alexander, no message, but this was a little bit less than the daily 1 minute man time. Thank you for the support, homie. Thank you for believing in me, and we're gonna keep right on going. Next video, I might even work on part 2 for this. This was actually a 3-part series he put out. Where I'm going to do something different, depending on how the next few days go. This video is not going to come out until Friday at 7 p.m. This will be after this stream. Watch that pre-stream Friday closely. We're not going to pay attention to it. The last time we had full support, we ended up having a November 3rd pre-stream where he acted like a fucking crackhead. And I even made a video about it titled, "This is what it gives you looks like." That's the one where he pulled out that paper with the crayon handwriting, cried he wasn't making enough money. It's because we're only taking it's like we know every dollar in and out, etc., etc. I'm expecting something to happen tomorrow. Again, this video will probably come out after the fact, We'll see if I'm right or not. This one, you know, been a while, but man, I still got some energy. That fucking ending to
Really? That? No, there was one here.
Thank you for
Why?
subscribers.
What? That's fucking stupid. What?
Boys and girls, we have a 2-for-1 matinee special here today. We're gonna go back in time and take a look at an episode 8 live from January 25th, 2018. And of course, the video we're reviewing will be down in the description in case you want to watch it yourself. But it made me laugh because it's nice and comfortable on Twitch during this time. And he had some very malicious things to say about YouTube. And, well, look at him now. He also gets asked a couple of times if he ever plans on taking live calls from his fans again. And you'll get a kick out of that. Then we're going to review 2 clips from a week ago on July 7th. And you're going to hear Phil's thoughts on his own fans not wanting to hear Game Trekker's 10,000 page messages that he sends in with his tips. And then finally, we're going to finish it off with Phil doing Agent Nastics routine live on stream. So get all the little baby trolls buckled into the car seats and let's fucking go. Nicky, Ricky, Dicky, and Dawn. Just did a 25 cheer. Phil, try to bring back live calls from your fans and you're going to connect with us on a personal level. I know what to do. Skype, sadly, it's not safe. It's not safe. I can give you my Skype IP. Well, find my IP. Discord, I'm not going to bother with. I tried to do Discord and immediately would start getting trolled the fuck out of it. I am going to take live calls. And last but not least, big job in 25 cheer. This right going, are you enjoying much better Twitch stream you over the feed that was on YouTube? This is way more people like, yeah, dude, like no love, great account. I'm not even kidding. Okay? I'm not even kidding. Twitch has been such a different, positive, eye-opening experience this past year. On YouTube, all I ever got was some terrible person. Here's why you stand there. The video comments just got increasingly worse and worse and worse. I want to get noticed in any videos about me. And it just got to the point where I'm like, why am I doing this? This is all bad. You know what I mean? And then I switched to Twitch, and look what happened. People are again. I love coming out to do it on a daily basis now. It's
Oh, cool.
Just tactics.
Cool. Actually, really, really cool.
Check out. What is it? I don't know anything about it. Straight Cat Trolling been 25 years. There's too many trolls out there. I know. The reason, literally, because of what Google did to the website, of management, so you want to change it to promote this kind of video, to have this kind of promotion for this kind of content. The moment they did that,
So creepy.
the bottom of the barrel, and all the drama videos, the toxic videos, the absolute shit videos, and to the top, they actually wrote to the top. And what happens when you have the negative drama, shit content, toxic content rise to the top? The toxic will come to comment. The toxic will invade the website. And all it becomes little kids talk shit on videos and drama. It's YouTube's fault. They're the reason algorithms flow. They're the reason you got big fucks.
Where's my...
Mindless pieces of shit.
Ah, okay, cool.
Making video people shit. They're living with it. And I'm going to go out of business. I really do feel if Amazon comes out, competitor, will die. Because no one wants to be a part of it.
Well, once again, welcome home to YouTube. We're glad to have you here. How fucking stupid is this guy? It shows you how two-faced he is, how he'll just turn on something as soon as he can't use him anymore, just like his game apes. That all started with straight up.
Yay.
Saying there's too many trolls on YouTube. Instead of since YouTube pushing up any drama content, which then made his stuff go down. It's always the same story. It's never his fault. It's definitely not that his gameplay / commentary is atrocious. It only appeals to the lowest common denominator, like Derek. It's YouTube's fault that no one wanted to watch his gameplay anymore. Which, by the way, reminded me of something, so I went and got a screenshot. Persona 5 playthrough went up to part 469. Imagine having to sit through 469 videos with God knows how many ads on them just to watch one of his playthroughs. But again, it's YouTube's fault that they didn't recommend his content to people. But at the beginning of the clip, someone asked him, why can't you use a VPN for Skype? He says VPNs dramatically slow down your internet so you wouldn't be able to stream. Now I need y'all to let me know in the comment section if that's true or not. I don't fucking live stream, so I really don't know. And remember, this is 2018 we're talking about. And then looky here, the regard known as Dent Boxer cheers and asks Phil about Biomutant. And Phil doesn't have a fucking clue what Biomutant is. Isn't this supposed to be your job? Aren't you supposed to know these things? It's not like Biomutant was some indie game that was barely released. This guy's an idiot.
Anonymous dollar tip. This is Assassin's Creed Rogue is getting a remaster for PS4 on March 20th. Oh my god, the same day as all those other games. Do you think you consider playing it for downtime in the summer? Yes, I would. The thing is, I never played Assassin's Creed Rogue. I still own it over here on PS3. And I never played it. I was totally played it. It's a good game, but it never won. I remember goals and stuff. It never won a poll. Now, it released in the same week as Sea of Thieves, A Way Out, 22, and Far Cry 5. Wow. Wow. Why not release 2 weeks earlier when there's no new releases, dumb fucks? Why are they so stupid? Why are they so stupid? Yes, I want to play it, but now I don't know if I'll be able to. I would play it when it was new, but I don't know if I'll be able to. I'll have to see. Ricky Dicky and on the 2025 this year. It says, have you ever thought about moving back to videos and make fun of people trying to be friends with you on Xbox? Yes. No. I'll tell you what, number one, because I don't get those anymore. I stopped making those videos, so I don't get those random kind of messages anymore. And number two, because that's the reason, and it's course. It was funny when it was totally on the fly reaction to the shit that I was getting. Just becoming an up-and-coming YouTube personality at the time. I would get into one of these messages randomly on Xbox Live, PSN, But then it kind of ran its course, and honestly, those videos are pretty malicious. Like, maybe in the day, maybe a kid just tried to send a nice message to a YouTuber we didn't like, and maybe an asshole to them. It's not in good spirit, and that's why I changed my series up to doing things like Ask the King, or Q&A segments on my show, being able to answer legitimate questions from people without message me on Xbox Live or whatever. It's a much better way to do it, and I don't want to go back to that kind of thing. Okay, read comic at number 25 years. I found one all way back in the day, back in the comics. 5 years later, I see nothing but me. I'm so confused. What the hell happened? Nothing changed with your content. You're right. You watch a video from, the beginning, the middle, and recently of my YouTube career, and they're all the same. Commentary, jokes, fun. In the beginning, I was great, but no one knew who I was. In the middle, I was like the big guy in gameplay because everyone loved me. And at the end, everyone makes me I'm terrible. What? It doesn't make any fucking sense.
Fucking delusional. He's always the villain. Always. Since in the beginning he was great, but no one really knew who he was. In the middle, he was the big YouTube guy for playthroughs and people loved him. And at the end, everyone hates him and he's terrible. But let's cover the beginning of the clip, and then we'll get back to this part. It starts with an anonymous dollar tip. These people have been tipping anonymously for years. Shit never changes. They have to hide from the trolls. But during the clip, he's digging in his ears, doesn't have a care in the world. I mean, he already looks greasy as fuck, so it doesn't really matter, I guess. But the tip is asking him if he's gonna play some game, and Bill looks at his calendar and complains that there's 3 other games releasing that week. Then puts his face in his hands and goes into clown mode and says, why didn't we release the game 2 weeks earlier? Dumb fucks. Well, gee, Bill, maybe they don't care about your day 1 views. What difference does it make? You're not trying to be Mr. Views. Remember, dickhead? But then Nikki, Ricky, Dickie, and Dawn does a 225-ish here and ask them, have you ever thought about bringing back the video on Xbox Live? Yes. Now, before we get into the rest of it, just think about that question for a second. And then think about him always crying and wondering why all this shit happens to him. Why he has all these trolls. And why he has this group of people that hate him. It's always because people are mentally ill, psychopaths, and no-life losers. And all Phil does is play video games and have fun with his viewers. It doesn't seem to add up much. But Phil says no, he won't go back to it because, number 1, he doesn't get messages like that anymore. And then number 2, that series ran its course. He then throws in at the end that, yeah, it was kind of malicious. And that him being a dick to a young kid that was just trying to message a YouTuber that he liked, it wasn't, quote, in good spirit. And then immediately turns it into how he's changed and it's not like that anymore. Meanwhile, he's saying this on a show that's called 85. Do you see any difference here? When Phil does it, it's kind of malicious and not in good spirit. But when people do it to him, they're mentally ill, they're psychopaths, and they need serious help. And just for fun, let's watch him talk to a couple of people that just want to be friends with him.
Yes. Interviews, if you love the YouTube videos, voted for you to be Mr. YouTube Bonar. It's funny that so many people went and voted for me that gave his channel. Hope your background heals up. It's never going to heal up and you'll ever do this. Keep on making videos, they're great. They're spelled correct. Yes. Here, message number 1. It's from a guy named he sent me a release message. Let's see what he said. Look, he didn't invite me to his friend. He gave what I said on my page and in my videos. Well, let's see. Let's see what he has to say. Said maybe to be out with yes. Well, hold on. Let me get rid of this. Let me give it some thought. Should I let him know? Okay. Here's a guy, Louis A34. I like your YouTube videos. Alright, I appreciate the sentiment. Thank you for sending me a message. My friend said, oh, too bad. So I told you I'm not accepting it, so fuck you. Alright,
I want to say thank you guys for number 1, episode 5. Number 2, being here for the show. Number 2, yourselves a 10. Actually, let's see where we're at. Hold on. Curious. Wow. So, I believe 9 subscriptions during the show. We're down to 551 subscribers. So you see what I mean about 600 this month? I'm not too good about it. Only because so many people subscribed last month, and now those are expiring. Even though I had 9 people who started at 554 or 555, should have been 560, but now all the way down to 551. So many people, their subscriptions expired. So I hope we can maintain. I hope we can get 600 this month. I don't know if we're going to be honest. All right. But I'm saying, thank you to everyone so far for tremendously positive engagement. And the streams on Twitch are doing so well. Coming out and watching, streaming so timid, exponential growth, nothing but positive. We're so much pushing out. Finally, the releases are coming out. We got more influx of viewers. I can't wait. Seriously, thank you guys. We can go up from here in 2018. Let's see what happens. Go for the video soon. That's going to be a whole world of stuff. And then if I get back to stack situation, stuff coming up in summer to make your anniversary, the Street Fighter collection, bang, oh my god, it's going to be tremendously amazing. My great. Thank you for allowing me to love what I do. I mean, because for 2 years there, so nasty and negative to me, I love what I do, and it's all thanks to you. With much humble thanks, I sincerely say thank you to everyone watching. If you're on YouTube, you're on Twitch, no matter how, thank you so much. And that's it for Game Live. I hope you enjoyed the podcast, folks. Thank you for watching. I will see you for all the gameplay coming up shortly. Release hit it. But for now, you guys will be signing off. Peace out.
Thank you, people, for supporting you. Even though it's embarrassing right there. People allow him to live the way that he does, but just not help himself. He has to lie, he has to do a trick, he has to make it seem like his feelings are all equal. Like at the beginning of the clip, he's panicking because they may not hit 600 subs that month. What does that say? Is that not legitimately something? He was crying for more YouTube support, and pleading with people to get subs. Nothing ever changes. That was from 2018, and it's the same old dance. And the name of the song is In Distress. And within seconds of saying that, he starts thanking people for a tremendous 2018 so far, and going on about how great he's been doing lately, how positive people were with tipping and cheering, and that he hopes the rest of the year can be just as good. He even said something exponential, bro. Phil, how the fuck did you go bankrupt? If all this shit you're saying was true, and 2018 was that good, how did you end up declaring bankruptcy in late 2019? It's not like we all of a sudden started making less. He even mentions that his fucking girlfriend's moving in. We all know he called her the second income at that point. Now it's like the money doesn't even exist, despite the fact that he'll tell you every chance he gets how hard she's working and how tired she is. It just whips him up into a frenzy. Yeah, the finish line is right there. I can see it. We just need to keep it going a little bit more. Then some time goes by, and of course, an emergency pops up, and he tear up again. Look what the trolls did to him. Blah, blah, blah. Rinse and repeat. Now, that's the end of that part of the video, but we're going to take a look at 2 clips from last week. This was July 7th, Friday Street by Street. And Phil's chat was getting a little uppity because they were getting tired of Game Tracker's 2 messages. But he had a 15,000-page essay with each tip. And let's see what a couple of people have to say. First, we have media specialist who says, I'd rather listen to Derek's Google facts than Jesus. Then we have D-Man who says, Game Tracker, just send anonymous to his emails. We don't want to spend 30 minutes listening to your long-winded donations. Now, those are only 2 messages, but there was a bunch more just like it. But let's see what Bill had to say once he saw people were getting tired of this.
And it was allowing me to continue with my game. Alright? So, by the way, hey, Midget Chat is getting banned right now. The whole point of this podcast is to suck it out about games for likes. Right? It's kind of discussion. If you don't like it, watch the podcast. Kind of play the game. Complaining about contributions and learning about the game. Fuck you. Okay, continuing on. So, he said if you're not ready to anti-air jumping, drive grip is a much better option than block to drive. Besides the potential for blocking into a perfect clarity. Like seriously, just think about how dumb some of these people are here for complaining. I only think about this.
We're on a podcast. The podcast discusses all the games I'm currently playing. If someone wants to contribute to the podcast, if you want me to advice about the game we're literally about to play, go to the events chat. Fuck you. Go. Stop. Okay. So, let's see. See about him. See most of it another time.
Alright, I don't care about this stupid fucking lifestyle. It's embarrassing. Like, you can tell he has nobody else in his life. Not only does he get paid thousands of dollars, but he has to write up paragraphs, which he has to give Bill money to get him to read. It's pathetic. But Phil's reaction of, oh, we're trying to learn here on the podcast. You and him, dumbass, nobody else cares. And if you actually pay attention to the fucking chat, instead of just looking for money all the time, you realize this. And if you're so desperate for all the game trackers, clues, and hints, then why don't you talk to them on stream? Why don't you have a voice call with them on Discord? Better yet, invite him over to the house for the next session. Then he can backseat game all he wants. These people are so pathetic with how far they go just to try and get his attention. And he doesn't give two shits about it. Just like the friend request video from earlier. That's what he really thinks about you. But keep on giving him thousands of dollars. Delude yourself into thinking he's going to be your friend one day. They don't happen to mention it, buddy. And speaking of delusional idiots, let's go on to the last clip of the video and we get an appearance from an old friend.
Okay. Alright, so the dog Tim. Hold on, control. More that. Want this one. So far, I watched your Final Fantasy 16 playthrough. I noticed you complain about the game quite a bit. Maybe more in line with your integrity used to drop the game. Well, number one, I spent $70 on the game. Number two, I don't feel that just getting to Act 2, which essentially is the meat of the game, right, supposedly, is enough to judge it yet. Perhaps maybe the rest of the game will be a little different. I don't know. We won't know until we get to it. But like I said, this is basically this week. So we're going to have a stream on Saturday. Saturday will be interrupted. We're going to have another major stream on
Where the hell do you make nails?
So in another 4 to 5 hours, this game is interesting as much. We're going to make a decision again. Like Twitter. Alright? We'll figure it out. Snowcrawl did another tip. If you manage to play an active crushing level like age. You're in about 20 to 15, like 2 hours of Dota or FIFA. You're doing hand stretching exercises. I could if I needed to. And I do half things jazz. Hand exercises. See? And these help a lot actually. Like this little egg. Just squeezing. It allows everything in your ear. It feels good too. Squeeze hard on something like this. Dude, actually, all the muscles are starting to hurt. And it feels really good. It does. You know, for someone who, for me, like playing games all day, something like this would be a godsend. When I get older and start getting tongue issues and things, yeah, it's just really simple as this. Alright? And of course, stretching. Fingers out. But, no, usually the fighting is not an issue. That's what I did have one day I pulled a nerve and I had a problem. And I said, man, might be an issue. See if now, but.
The clip starts with a dollar tip from everybody's favorite mountain leader, Snowcrawl. And he says that he watched Phil's Final Fantasy 16 playthrough, and that Phil complained quite a bit. He then says, oh my god, would it be more in line with your integrity and beliefs to drop the game? Number one, he ain't got any integrity, so get the fuck out of my face with that. Number two, it's all about the money. It doesn't matter if every single person on the street takes the game. As long as one paid ticket is promised to sponsor the game, just like Game Tracker, Slayer, HBR, and Jax. He'll play that game no matter what, so I hate disappoint Snowcrawl, but Bill's integrity and beliefs don't do jack shit. We did get another dollar tip from Snowcrawl, who says, did you manage to play an active and semi-professional level at your age? Yeah, just like you couldn't get a night job at 35, remember that? But he did get a gymnastics routine from Phil Burnell, where he pulls out a fucking stress ball and proceeds to say it's a really good workout for what he does all day. He then states that he somehow pulled a nerve in his neck last night while he was playing video games. can't make this shit up. It's gonna apply for workman's compensation, and they're gonna ask them, how did you hurt yourself, sir? Did you fall on a construction site? Are you a mover and you hurt yourself moving furniture around? Are you a chef and you burned yourself? No, I hurt myself playing Street Fighter. I was playing as E Honda and some bitch was just spamming moves at me, and I couldn't get out of the corner, so I ruptured my neck. I fucking hate this guy, man. Alright, and that's the video for today. I'm not really sure what's coming out next, so I guess it'll just be a surprise. Let me give a quick shout out to Elaine, who tipped me recently, and it's gonna be our official detractor of the week. Because she shows love to everyone, and she doesn't have a negative thing to say about anybody except Phil Burnett. So from Elaine, fuck you, ESP. Click Toxic Cherry Juice. Got a kick out of something I said in a video from about 2 years ago, and he sent me a tip and reminded me, and I'm gonna put it on the screen here because it just made me laugh. So thank you, buddy. The next video will probably be out in a week or so, but yeah, I just don't know what it's gonna be. If you got a recommendation or something you think will make a good video, let me know in the comments and I'll see if I can work on it. Outside of that, I will talk to y'all very soon. Thank you for riding with me, and as always, let's have fun. Oh.
Oh, jeez. Now you're at the right spot.
Gentlemen, we just had our first swatting, which is fine because the police knew exactly what was going on. They came by, they talked to me for about 5 minutes about what was going on. They said thank you for calling us and letting us know ahead of time what was happening, because they fully expected that we were fine. And they had a nice conversation with me for about 5 minutes and have a good day and, continue on. So, ladies and gents, guess what? We're continuing hours back. The squatters managed to interrupt me for 5 whole minutes. Let's applaud everyone. Alright, hold on. I got a tweet about this too. Let's do a little nice tweet. What a bunch of idiots.
The same day, DSP would make a video regarding the situation. He would explain that he tried to prove this police department that this was something that could potentially happen to him. But when the police department tried to call him, he didn't pick up because his phone was on vibrate. He would say that all of this phone that the police would look into tracing the all those this phone was by tracking. DSP was enraged by this incident and said that the trackers would put this at risk. He would specifically blame for the negative videos about it, causing this to correct. You are supposed to say that if anyone else here make the video about the things, then everyone would be home.
Before I move on, within a couple minutes here, finish the video, I'm not gonna lie. But it's really I'm saying this. Alright. It's okay, in my opinion, to criticize, comparing two things that are being something positive.
Like, what? What?
It's a different thing.
Supposed to be easier? I still suck. And like, why can't I? Like, why does it revert? So dumb.
You can criticize as much as you want. Say I'm a horrible neighbor, say I'm a bad person, say that I'm this and that. And I don't give a shit. I never fucking like people doing dicks about what people said about me. And that's why that's why I call myself the king of hate. You want to tell me that I suck? Fine. Say whatever the fuck you want about me. Right? But now, things have changed. As they say, the game has fucking changed. Because now I've got someone who wants to hurt me physically. And I've let it all go up to now. Of course, I've addressed certain things. And by no means do you think I'm ever going to address in this video someone specific on the internet. I am now. So don't take that the wrong way at all. From now on, I openly stated this, and I hope that anyone with a morality inside of them, like me or not, going to understand where I'm coming from. There is criticism, and there is negativity, hate, slander, and a desire to hurt. But I will say this, there is a difference between criticism and what these fucking people have done to me on the internet. Alright? And as of right now, I'm laying down the fucking law. If you want legit criticism, go for it. I am never going to reject a legit criticism. But from this moment on, I want everyone who's watching this video to listen up and to please give this a shot. When you see someone on Twitter saying some shit about it, responding like in a real nasty fucking way to something that I said, when you see a ridiculously one-sided slanty video on YouTube or something, gee, they took a quote from here and a quote from there, and they're working this negative case against Phil. Right? I want you to say, Phil almost died. Phil could have been shot to death by these people. Not saying the people who are making that video or doing that to me are the ones who did this today. how this whole negativity it started. People loved me. They thought, wow, Phil is a good person on YouTube, and he makes gameplay videos, and videos since 2008, here, everything now, doing it, and absolutely love his content. All of a sudden in 2012, when people started, oh, let's do this, let's do a funny montage to Phil failing, the whole energy goes against you, right? The bottom line is, today, I was threatened physically with murder. And I'm not going to put up with this shit anymore, and I'm not going to allow any of these fucking people to think that it is okay to make this negative shit about me, because this is what happens, right? Shame on you if you ever made a this is how you don't play about me. If you ever decided to follow me, make a roam account on Twitter, do this childish shit on YouTube, if you thought it was funny to me, if you thought it was the videos actually funny, you are not killed. You, yes, you. You're responsible, and if you are tribute, the whole fucking don't update it until that shit fucking started. You look so oh, jokes, you'll try to be funny, and so an imperfect human is certainly not perfect. And these days, that doesn't mean that people should fucking
It's like, fucking help me. What are you guys doing? Like, how am I getting clapped so fucking casual?
because the people who continue to do the negative shit about me today almost couldn't die. They are. People who say, okay, you know what, fair. Besides the shit out of Bill, this business has a bit negative hate in the past, but it's been busted, and you all do the criticism. Today, we almost died. I think we'll live off. But there will be people who will still keep it up, and those that need to look at and say, what the fuck? And every reason to let them say, like, shun that fucking internet. Take those people and ship them off to their own special corner of the fucking internet, where they can have all the versions to themselves. And we can form a fucking party here and enjoy daily experiences together and share stories about gaming and pop culture and fun and positive and trying to help each other with shit like this. And I'm worried about the people out there only follow us. They are fucking really nasty, evil fucking creatures.
Only a few days after the swapping incident, PSP released another video about being DDoSed. DDoSing is essentially an attempt to knock someone off the internet or severely impact their internet experience. PSP will make a 1-hour video explaining how he's been DDoSed for the past 6 months and explain how to fix it. For brevity, he would fix it by simply calling his local internet service provider and getting his IP changed. By July, PSP's Patreon was doing extremely well on his record and big goals, while patrons choose the games to play. He has stretched goals to allow him to improve the quality of his content and likeness by buying his microphone. July would bring one of his controversial Patreon goals, the revival of Project 7. PSP would meet this goal and have another goal set up with $2,000 to get the camera suite better things and for Project 7. But this goal would have met. We would even have a $75 individual Patreon goals who could donate $75 to be part of Project 7 for a highly creative club. After hitting this goal, PSP would announce it within a couple of days on August of streaming, so we can brainstorm ideas and create a teaser for Project 7 and make the first steps.
And we're going to have best of first education like montage for everyone. And yes, we're going to work on Project 7. We're brainstorming ideas of what it would like to bring back to do a teaser trailer. It gets my ideas probably start this year. Okay? In addition, I'm also working on some Patreon stuff. My goal is that the next couple of days that I take off, hopefully it's not too far. You know, I have a more focused attention on projects. And so what my end goal is what I like to do is try to get you maybe a first episode kind of return to projects and premise, so you know exactly what the show will be, what it will look like, what the actually entail.
About 2 weeks later, PSP would announce that Project 7 was canceled. Picking up the fans by using the Patreon goals next back to $150.
No. This is not me that I've never Project 7. Just as of right now, the machine announcing I'm not right now. Doesn't make sense, alright? I will possibly, in the future, if I do have to turn around so much debt and I can get a better camera and I can work on these things a lot better, I'll work on Project 7, but I'd rather put out something that's nicely produced, has a good quality thing, rather than terrible. Okay. Patreon, because it was kind tied to Project 7. Obviously, now it's going to change. I want you to understand that I am very deeply sorry that I was not able to put together a Project 7 product for you. I know that it was a goal for the month of August to take all this time off to work out projects. And I also know that for patrons who pledged a certain amount of money, it was one of your perk levels that you possibly could be part of Project 7 or another project. Right now, to be honest with everyone, at this point, I'm taking Project 7 off the table. So if you didn't pledge to those perk levels of Patreon, you still can be a part of the project. I've already announced this. I'm going to do Thanksgiving and Christmas special this year. They're going to be different. Thanksgiving's going to be more gameplay oriented. Christmas is going to be more like a family special like I used to do with a skin or something wild that I'm trying to wild. So you have an opportunity to be a part of either of them. If you didn't pledge that highest perk level on Patreon, so I don't think I'm going to renege on it right now. I said from the get-go, either Project 7 or something else. Right now, I'm telling you officially, it's not going to be Project 7. It's not happening. The earliest I would consider working on Project 7 is possibly next year. Okay? I'm going to go one step further. I can easily say that's it. But no, I feel bad. I genuinely feel bad that Project 7 is happening. And so, because I had a goal on my July Patreon that was $1,250, right? So we would take time off this month to work on Project 7, which never happened. I never took time off, right? But there was $250, right below that was $2,000. So there was $250 that I was supposed to be picked up days that I wasn't going to work. So, Patreon or Kickstarter or whatever, never happened. No, that money is going to now be reduced from my future patrons. So this month of August, right?
Dude, what are you doing? What the? What the fuck? Like, what are you? I'm how many levels higher than him? I'm still getting clapped.
Pledged to my page, you can get cool perks. I have cool levels and cool events and things that I give back to you, but I also get that money for funding and constant improvement and things, right? So I am not.
You worked out with porn stars?
I have, yeah.
Well, have they ever approached you and tried to get you to do porn with them?
No.
It's 11:30 on Saturday night.
That money, it goes towards now August. So all the August bills have been reduced. That money from July, you take it away from July and place towards to go to the August levels. Okay? So understand, I apologize. If you are disappointed, not this Project 7 right away. I'm disappointed too. You know what? When it comes down to this video, when it personally comes down to the video, because I'm not disappointed. This shit didn't turn out the way that I hoped. That's why you know, before the class.
Around this time, all your face opportunity with the ESM story. John Randall will make a video on for his engagement of payment. Tracks draw a lot of parallels with PSP and its period.
Hi, my name is John, and I'm special because I upload videos to the internet. But being so important doesn't start something. In fact, it means that my life is much more difficult than everyone else's. While you're following the average path of what's the traditional job, taking school, or perhaps both, I'm following my dreams and busting my ass. Talking over video games, hosting breakfast events, and vlogging about movies that I hate. Creative things, and as we all know, creativity is fueled by pure cash. This is why I play open tons of account. It's an internet website that allows people like me to receive lots of activity where people have a game, log in, and transfer entirely your bank account to my payment account. I will even get a bet for less than $50. And then together, we'll make sure that the world, well, mine, is much more creative place.
August will continue to be an eventful month as DSP will see a hot brand stripe on one of his videos using banner and free stream.
Now, for those of you who watch Ask the over on that Hangout channel, earlier this year, I used to submit a new intro to the show that was submitted at that time by vlogs or fan. So, what the hell? Like, what was possible being the intro to the show to be copyrighted? Who's preventing? So I clicked through it, come to find out this is the YouTube channel of the kid who made this intro for me, told me his name was Jack Chin or whatever. I don't know what this person, their real name is, if that really is their name or whatever. But I was watching daily. I got a message on Twitter from someone who I never heard of before. It was Jack Chin. He said, hey, I'd like to make stream bumpers for people. And I'd like to make a stream bumper for, I believe at that point was Saints Row 4 Gal. And also for my Dying Light playthrough. And I said, okay, sure, I never heard this person take a shot at it. He said, it's Twitter. And I ended up liking what this person had done. And I ended up using it in those videos, like in the streams. Here is the actual tweet from this Jackie Chin person from January 29th saying, oh, well, no, I actually made a potential intro for your Ask the King too. Here it is. So here's definitive black and white that this person, Jackie Chin, made this intro and gave me permission in this tweet. Here's the permission to use this intro for Ask the King. Black and white. You cannot dispute this. They made it for me to use in my videos. This is giving it to me to me.
This will be his first strike. He will receive another one later in August and visibility in the stream. He will also get another one in October to begin his stream. They will successfully fight some of the strikes. With Machinica's guidance, DSP will complete private monitoring to prevent future strikes. August will have to end with DSP will be this is how you go. This will not be a non-question. Typically, this is how you go. They just simply begin with
I just wish I had more.
Fans would choose out of the way and fill with it in advance as we continue. We will also advance as the game is so long to play. We wanted people to submit clips to act.
The good news is there will be a montage. This is it's going to be the best post of his lives. Yes, it's actually big. It's going on. Yeah, the one on this. And it'll be it's unfortunately, it's well, yeah, everyone will buy it. It's success. That's great. It's good, but let's fix it. If you want, so, really, I could easily go back.
Why aren't these guys out? Oh, my game glitched.
Check it out, because there's at least one more part. It's pretty obvious that we're checking out this montage. Whether it's an old game, a new game, whether it's, like 110 montage, whatever. It's it. Or should just fallen off the regulation. The impression that rather play more games, like why are we wasting time? We got 2 more streams, Metal Gear this week or whatever.
Get hooked.
This is back again. This is something back again. Any of these montages until say maybe the end of the year, or we invest in the rest of the year and stuff like that. So at this point, I'll probably do one more part of how to make that'll just be some really good, interesting parts of the playthrough until the end of it, and that'll be a two-parter kind of montage. Rather than 4, 5, 6 parts of every round. I don't think that's going to entertain any issue right now. Part 1 that would make it shit.
Staying alone is the only threat out of the Hush series. ESP's fused with the window in September and October. He would go out to Steve and get it to go inside of his feelings with that he lost all those views because of how change again because he eliminated all those videos during different topic strikes.
Out of nowhere, in the past 2 months, September and October in particular, the viewership here has been lower than usual. What I mean by that is typically when I play a game, especially if it's a new release here in this third and fourth quarter of the year with all the, I call it the hardcore gaming season with all the new stuff coming out, you get a certain amount of attention on the games that I play. Okay? Of course, you have crazy conspiracy theorists, you have the naysayers, you got all these fucking weirdos who like to make shit up about stuff. You know, it's all fluff. It's all just speculation. It's not based on any kind of thing. Finally, when the others went really now, comes a message by someone. And I can't even disclose information on who this person is because they basically had it out. They messaged me. And they said, Phil, just want to let you know. I know you're freaking out for the past couple of months regarding the news on DSP. Well, I got the inside scoop. And, you know, please don't tell anyone how I contacted people or whatever. Writing. But the bottom line is this. I know why. Which is way down. It's nothing done wrong. It's nothing is doing wrong. It's nothing wrong. It's people putting out. It's a very simple, stupid thing in regards to YouTube. The videos that I end up deleting off getting to protect me from these false copyright strikes amounted to almost 2 million views. All of a sudden, disappeared from my YouTube channel. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, you can delete the video from your YouTube channel. Regardless of the fact that it happens on it, YouTube subtracts those views from your total view count. Huh? So just because I deleted a video today and it never existed, that's how the YouTube system works. That's why I laugh. I know YouTube employees are so smart, they hire from schools. What fucking buffoon thinks that just because you deleted something so no one can see it in the future, that it didn't exist in the fucking past, says, this is how YouTube works. Now listen how fucking stupid this
Cool.
is. I believe employees at Google, they're so brainy, right? They're so fucking smart. When you delete a video, it takes away from your channel. YouTube ranks channels based on how many views they bring in on a monthly basis, and based off of that rank, they actually prioritize and put channels in order depending on how you're going to get ranked in searches, how your videos will show up in related videos, the chances that your video will show up as a highlight somewhere on YouTube, right? So even though you made 3 million new views, we're going to subtract 2 million from that, and for the month of August, you really only brought in 1 million views. What? I deleted the videos myself to protect myself from YouTube's broken copyright system that I was a victim of. They struck my channel with 5 false copyright strikes the past 2 months. Too fucking late to institute a real copyright system that protects the upload. Because of that system being so broken, it was advised by YouTube and my partnership company Cinema to delete videos off my channel so I could have further use of their own broken system. I did it, and YouTube said, oh, we have another broken system called the ranking system. Because we told you to delete 2 million views with the videos, we're not going to drop you with the rankings, so you don't fucking show up anywhere. So here's what happened. I was basically removed from YouTube search and related videos as of early to mid-September, and so that influx of natural organic growth that I would think, wow, so things came up, check out the video, is gone. I have no natural organic growth anymore because I didn't show up anywhere on YouTube except on my channel. And I believe it was either mid-2012 or early 2013, YouTube decided to change the search algorithm on YouTube, as I told you previously in this video, so that you get priority based on the length of your video. And they called it engagement. I don't call it engagement because they were measuring, oh, you watched 75% of someone's video, they're higher than you watched 20%. That's not what they're measuring. They're measuring length of time. Why? Because they're fucking stupid and they don't understand basic math. They don't understand that watching quarters of a video is more important than watching 20 minutes. Time means nothing. Length of time means absolutely fucking nothing. Engagement percentage does. Who cares if you watch a 5-minute video or a 30-minute video, that the 30-minute video gets rated higher? It does. That's how YouTube works right now. The 30-minute video gets rated higher than 5-minute video is long. Makes no fucking sense. We get brainiacs to Google, right? It's like, I couldn't check it, but they're doing that. Yet they make change after change after change that doesn't benefit us. It fucks us. And they benefit while we get fucked. And it's bullshit. It really is kind of like, what do you do?
Some people, just like contractors, ask Phil why would they get what kind of job to support his income, but he would denounce this idea in 5 different ways his hands can support.
So is number one, even then, the fact that my tuition tanked by about 20% in the past 2 months, I'm still making decent money. Okay? It's not like, oh my god, I'm destined, but it's tight, like, the edge now, where between what I'm making on YouTube and what I'm making on Patreon is like, wow, like, I very ready for bills, but there's no, like, I have debts from moving that I'm totally paid out for 2 years. If it keeps up like this, no positive change, there's no way. Those debts are going to be around for a while, which means I'm not going to be able to travel, get to upgrade equipment, I'm just not going to be able to afford anything. Alright? And it's just the reality. And it's YouTube's fault. It's 100% YouTube's fault for not having safeguards in place and having proper systems in place. They fucking know. Alright? Some people walk into work, some people say, why don't you go get a job? I'm sorry. If you think that me dropping all of this, all this investment, all this time, all this work, this following that I have on YouTube, dropping all of that to get a part-time job, it's a smart strategy. You're a good one. You just like, you're such a fucking talent that you can't make business work. You think that people to get into any part-time job somewhere is going to pay my bills compared to what I can it's an insanely simple situation. A lot of people say, well, what's your fallback? There isn't any. There never was. The bottom line is, I'm not going to quit. That's the first part of my strategy is I'm not going to quit. I'm trying to stay positive and make videos. If you're watching this video, like I said at the very beginning, if you're someone who watches my content, people like, man, I really want to succeed. I'm so upset that this is happening to me this past month. What can I do? And I know a lot of people say, especially in this day and age, with the negative shit that I've had for the past 2 years about me, but spread the word. Let people know. But did you know that the SB still makes videos? That's what you need to do. Just let people know I still exist and spread the word. Because that organic growth I was getting from YouTube search and YouTube creating videos doesn't fucking exist anymore. And I'll tell you, this is the biggest thing, right? Now, Patreon, $1 a month, and it's up. Shut the fuck. Because people love to twist my words and shit. Never did I ever say that people should be able to Patreon or take donations or use crowdfunding. The only criticism I've ever given to people doing stuff like that is when they're in the middle of a game and they stop what they're doing to ask for a donation or acknowledge a donation, or they basically they corrupt the pureness of the gaming, and the gaming is set to that sidetrack for someone to send the money to get attention. That's what I don't do.
I remember fans would ask about John Rambo and Howard. Bill would speculate during the Ask King segment that they had let issues go unspoken and fester inside them, leading to the breaking of the friendship.
Well, we get this a lot. What's up with John Rambo and John from Howard? Place my vision too far away. I'd like to hear your thoughts on that. Thank you. The bottom line is this. I was completely 100% honest with you. And, people will probably try to make shit up or say they don't believe me because they want to drama queen shit. The bottom line is this. When I lived in Connecticut for years, John and I did co-op commentary, co-op gameplay, teaching smart guys, we traveled together. Street Fighter gameplay together, did a lot of stuff, projects together. In all of that time, alright, in all of the time, we did that stuff together, can you think of maybe 1 to 2 times ever that we ever had a disagreement on something? Even if something had handled quickly, and it wasn't that we ever let it got to the point where business would hinder friendship. You know what I mean? And I think that's kind of a big risk that you take when you go into business with someone. The bottom line is never before I got in that I ever any ever any go build a film store. John, any real major go build a film store with me that I knew of. He never said anything about the money, he got paid for everything. Was involved in it, or anything like that. He had great stuff going on. Because that were writing, he was involved, he was texting, nothing. And I did try, after we got everything was here, and basically nothing whatsoever from John Rambo at all since then. So I have quite what happened. bottom line is it's never been brought up. And I can say this. I hope that people don't take this wrong, but in life, you have something that you want to say, you have an issue with someone, alright? Say it. Bring it up. Hash it out. Don't let resentment build up behind the scenes for whatever amount of time or whatever. Because that's what happens. Because then, if something happens, don't bring it up. Let resentment build up. That's when relationships get ruined, right? And the bottom line is, did I ever hear or read anything negative from John or anyone who I used to do stuff with in Connecticut? Until I moved. No, not once. And then all of a sudden, once I moved, it was like that's it, it's gone. So now I'm of our lives. It almost feels like there's like maybe abandoned us. When we used to do all this stuff together, it's not here anymore. It's not happening. So, I don't know. But it's, again, it's speculation. Anything that I could possibly say about the John Hangout situation is pure and utter speculation. Nothing ever happened. At least from my side, zippo. Never contacted, never told, never ever got that there was something wrong. So anything that ever went wrong, whoever this shit with John or Howard or anyone back in Connecticut, it's on their side. They let it build up. They let the resentment build up on their side. Never speaking up. And I hate to say it, but in real life, you're mature. If you are a man who will speak up about an issue, not let it anger and resent and build investment into some kind of a gimmick thing where you don't want to talk to someone again, and then you're going to get someone to talk shit about stuff. See, I would never do that. Because I have no reason to talk shit about people I've always had a great relationship with. So for me, I have no clue to any negativity, any resentment. I have no idea, and I'm still in regard to this thing. So that's why people ask me straight up, what's up with John Rambo? So ask John Rambo. I don't know what the problem is, and I have no control over it. He doesn't talk to me anymore. He doesn't respond if I text him or call him, I don't get anything back. So from my situation, from my perspective, it's not a relationship anymore. It's over, and it's 100% on him because I have. There you go.
It's been telling his fans to go ask them what things John and Howard did harassed him for. This believes that John and Howard gave a independent response on why they broke up the friendship with the SP. The SP would not react to this until 7 years later, 2014, with an 8-hour remand due to the sheer amount of John and Howard's response and the SP's reaction. I will cover this in a separate episode just dedicated to this. Due to its low views, Ashimba would once again renegotiate the SP's contract, resulting in him having custody. With one of his final videos in 2015, he really pushed his picture.
The one thing that I literally forever. Alright, first of all the things I suggested in the last week to support. Watch the videos, spread the word. Please continue to stay out of drama. You guys have done a great job. I've heard almost no drama whatsoever in regards to myself. I do nothing. It's just go watch it, enjoy it, go have fun, being positive on social media. I'm not any kind of negative bullshit. Look, I'm caught up in the drama, nonsense, it's big slander shit's throwing about me. And I'm not going to we'll talk about it, It's been a good week for me. So thank you guys to that. It's been a big week. Please continue to do so. Alright? And of course, Patreon is going to make sure
in 2016, the SP opened a new channel, aka Amy, and put the name of the channel with distance in, so due to the negativity around the jokes I pulled brand. Alongside the new channel, the SP would begin with reaction videos, movie trailers, gaming events, wrestling events, and YouTube drama. Though in February, DSP would find himself in drama, and YouTube would cover the newly released Street Fighter game with a reference film as a rage quitter.
Rage quitters. When somebody is going to sit there and get bumper over losing in a match and shit, and they're just going to give up miles and miles of excuses as to why they're losing, and it could be a million different things. Except for, I don't know, skill, bold, and don't want to say some shit like that. And then they become fucking dark side good, and they decide, oh, I'm going to fucking cry, or maybe rage quitting. It's not really for that shit. As a matter of fact, getting this rage quitting would actually get a help them. And I think that's some fucking bullshit. What the fuck are you going to overlook something like that?
DSP would initially address the outlook of Anderson's video on Twitter and then go on to our rant as a pre-stream podcast.
You know, hundreds of emails from people saying, Phil, why is Alvaro Anderson talking shit about me in this video? And I watched the video, and for a good 30 seconds, the guy was on a ranting tangent about rage quitters and video games. Doesn't even really apparently understand what it even means to rage quit in a video game. And then he drops me as the example, like the poster boy for rage quitting video games. I have to speak up. He said, even if he's wrong, you should just let it go. Alright, I've been the bigger man for a long time. I had very different now. When I started out, it was about when I was the walk, I was the big shit. You know, I was the one who was fighting and stuff on YouTube. And a lot of fighting community did not like me for that. They said, here's a guy who's not even a tournament winner, and here we are trying to be full-time gamers and we're barely scraping by trying to win tournaments and shit to pay our bills. While Phil's just uploading casual matches to YouTube, and he's known for fighting games, and he makes a living doing it. That's not fair. A lot of people in the fighting community hate me for that. I can't help that. I can't help natural jealousy over success. I just can't. YouTubers, as of late now, feel safe. They feel safe. I'm talking shit about it. And the stuff that they say is completely ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. I've had YouTubers accuse me of abusing copyright law. Then I throw false takedowns at other YouTubers constantly, and I'm known for it and infamous for it. And I'm just a dick sucker publicly doing this, even though I never ever instituted anything like that. I legal counsel, meaning I hired a fucking lawyer to tell me whether or not I have a legal claim and or the interaction of my partner network shit about. But I get the shit for it, even though I have nothing to fucking do, and I've never done anything illegal or superfluous on the internet. And that's just one example of the many, many people who have tried to talk shit about me, and I always let it go. I say I'm a bigger man, and I'll just focus on my stuff, but now I'm back for two reasons, alright? Number one, I am a pro fighting game player. Not currently, but if ever I want to, I could play a game enough to come back to the community and be a pro level fighting game player if I want. If I want to. And I'm not going to put up with it. I'm just not. I'm not going to be the butt of everyone's joke. And here's the other reason. I have just brought up number one. I'm a tournament winner. I know I'm a good player. Everyone knows I'm a good player because I'm fucking jackass. And you can't erase that. So I know what I'm talking about when it comes to rage quitting. I'm not putting up the bullshit any fucking more. I'm done with it. I'm absolutely done with it. Anyone who wants to fucking say shit, you're gonna get fucking roasted. And I get my fucking hands on you. Because there's a lot of shit I can say about a lot of fucking YouTubers. And they're not gonna like it.
Once ESPN calmed down, make a second video about Vegas claiming that people like Vegas is really his business and he wasn't going to take it.
He said that rage quitting is an issue in this game. He says, don't you hate it when you're playing a game online and you're fighting someone and there's a guy who's losing and he's making all these fucking excuses and he won't take credit for his loss. You know, it's never his lack.
These three commanders can only be found in pre-release.
Or whatever, there's always an excuse. And then they pull the plug, no, it's the plug, and now it's fair to fix it. The business here is the same thing he talks about, then he goes on to explain that there's no punishment to try to find engagement. Yeah. What is wrong with this statement? Very simple. I never rage quit, period, in street fighting. People will make all kinds of arguments up. They're gonna try to told you I'm gonna have fun with that. The first thing right, we'll feel like you quit games before you got very angry. Recently we're angry at the Bloodborne DLC and we quit it for beating the first boss and all that. That has literally nothing to do with the conversation. This conversation in particular, when it comes to Street Fighter 5, online gameplay, rage quitting out of a match. I've never done it during a match that was serious. What I mean by that is you will find one instance on the internet where I actually did jump out of a fucking match. I show it to you right now. In fact, I'm playing right here. It's funny because through this whole situation this week, I kind of came out with a comparison. I had never been to it. I didn't want to see that I did. And someone posted up this particular video. That video in question is from my April Fool's 2013 special, where I purposely did it as a joke for April Fool's because I never did a joke. Pointing out people to steal my content again and upload it on their channel. Other context to try to make it look back on reality, it makes sense when it's content. So, scour the internet, thousands upon thousands of fighting game videos that I have uploaded to YouTube. You will never find a competitive match or a gameplay in a fighting game where I pull the plug and put out and give some credit for the win. It just simply doesn't exist now. I'm sure people that have said this will scour the internet and maybe they'll find it. Bottom line is this. Thousands of matches. No one has the right to call me an infamous rage quitter and name drop. And it used me as an example of like a horrible rage quitter. Why the fuck would I rage quit? And how anyone will let a station out of their asshole and say that I'm like synonymous with rage quitting? It's completely false. That is two things out. Number one, why is it to make me business that I'm right now? If you don't see what I'm doing, has so many people that follow me, saying in a video, infamous rage, that's going to deter people from trying to use the button. You follow this guy up on links and watch this video. Never heard of him. Never heard that a terrible rage quitter all in. Never has whether it's completely dropped. And then you look at
Bro, I am trash at this game.
And you're going to skip the video. It definitively hurts my business. It's slander. It's completely false. There is no evidence to back this up whatsoever. And I am not going to stand for it. There's no way that I'm just going to sit here and say, well, I'm just going to take it. I'm just going to take it. Because I'm tired of it. There are so many people who pay me the buck to jokes on that I need example of the bad name. I need example of the one who does it wrong. That's why my business has happened. Because I don't speak up and I don't get in the face of these people and say, you're wrong. And apologize for lying. And anything after this thing was done was to get a rise out of people. So we'll check out this video, it's a name drop the website build and talk shit about it. Let's start some drama on the internet. Or since this whole situation came out, people now saying, oh, we're rage quitting. All these other things. It can mean that you're playing the game and you just stop playing the game because you're angry at something happened. That's a rage quit. Listen, rage quit, the word itself has changed and adapted over the past several years. So, any other person in rage quit, if I put another game, oh, there's this match of injustice where I was playing a Zon and I was mad because the guy was spamming guns against me, so I walked forward the whole match. That's not what rage quit in the way that we're referring to it. And if you think it is, and you are, I don't care what people say, you're wrong. So you believe whatever you want. You're wrong for the rest of your life. We're talking about Christian Fighter Fight is not the same as anything like that. It's never happened, never existed, and bullshit that people would never try to associate me with this kind of nonsense. No, business on YouTube has negatively affected the past by the negative shit that people put out there about. Yeah, a lot of people like to see me as a good video YouTube. The guy, it's easy to make fun of, it's easy to target, it's legally apparently guessable, they can stand on certain script, just back up, bitch, and it's easy to target because everyone seems to have gotten copied by millions on his road to. It's really just become an epidemic, and there's obviously nothing I can do to stop it. But what I can do is when I see a definitive situation like this, where someone's completely wrong, and say something that would hurt my business, a video like this one, where I'm composed, take some time to put this thing up before I put the video, and then I'm going to show you the evidence in front of me.
Less than 2 months later, he has been making a reaction video out, and capitalizing on the drama surrounding. He has people that know Patreon code, patrons get to choose this next week. Patrons will choose from 7 to 3. He has me with rage quit on the final boss.
I'm not redoing it, I'm done. I'm just going to deal with it, done. It's over. It's over. Goodbye. It's over. That's it for Persona 3, ladies and gentlemen. That's the worst final boss fight I've ever done in RPG. That's not an exaggeration. That is the worst final boss fight I've ever done. And I'm not redoing it, so I'm going to go every day. I spent, 1, 2, for over 4 months. That's a complete waste of time. That was 90 minutes of one boss fight. The worst time boss fight I've ever done. For part of the game, done. The flip was over. I'm not playing this game again. That was it. I'm just done. That is it. Complete garbage. That is complete hack.
DSP will leave the game to be complete until 2018 when it will finally finish it after 2.5 years. During a brief stream in May, DSP exited the camera. Though nothing was seen, it was obvious that it was masturbating at the time.
Oh, the camera's out. The camera's been out the whole time. I don't even know. Hello.
Interest in DSP would skyrocket to this incident in May and it would be the most relevant time since its peak in 2010. DSP would address the incident the next day, obviously embarrassed by it as a
So I'm going to hold against anyone for joking about something that happened that was completely hilarious. Right now, to be honest, at first I was incredibly embarrassed, but after the initial shock of knowing what happened, I cannot stop laughing about it. Seriously. Like the memes, all the shit going on the internet right now, it's absolutely out of control. And, fun. I really do think it's funny. I do. I don't know about anyone else. Like people like Paul. Oh my god! Come on. Yes, because we all know that, you know, it's such an unnatural thing, such a horrible, horrendous action. Everyone, you know, whoever has done it should burn the state. And again, everyone who's done it probably did for live streaming. But that's what happens sometimes. That's the risk that people who put their life on the internet daily take. I took the risk, and there was a slip. It wasn't a good slip, but it certainly was a slip. That was an unintended slip. So anyway.
In the same month, DSP's review of the right go viral, and getting pushed into the boost of viewership. It was his viral video and the relevance it received to the incident. DSP had an opportunity to revive his channels, but DSP would lose momentum as we go on another staycation to downtown Seattle in July. Also, he was pulling his attention across multiple channels instead of focusing on just one, diminishing how much of an impact he could make and limiting his growth. Bill would make videos that wouldn't get views, choosing on popular topics for his intended audience. One such example would be a video about that would get less than 10,000 views. DSP would continue to choose topics and games that would be against his audience's wishes, and this would lead to low views. DSP videos would be considered to try not to pay attention to it because it would affect his content.
My streams and my videos, I'm still good. I don't know, I haven't checked membership on my videos. I'm just playing games, I'm uploading videos, and I'm trying not to let the negative effect. Because I found the story that if I play a game and I notice that not a lot of people watch me play through, that it's in the back of my head, it's nagging through my answers and shit like that. Maybe I play through. And I don't want to because the bottom line is I'm playing through the games I played this week. So I'm trying to pay attention to what's going on. Shit, I don't want to have kind of an effect on gameplay experiences, okay? But at the same time, I've noticed that the streams are not huge. You know, on Tuesday, we had from here of both Game 6 and King of Fighters. And then yesterday, we literally had about half the attendance. So, 1 day's time, half the people who checked out the premieres decided not to come back the next day. That's not good. Right? It's just a symptom of the game is not very fun to watch. I don't know. It's a symptom of playing the games themselves don't want to be spoiled. You have some idea. Alright?
October of 2016, DSP's views fell so low, he reached out to his audience and movie about who made 2 videos on the same day, one in his first stream and another in his weekend movie, looking for his audience.
The bottom line is this. My business isn't doing so well. And I don't know what's going on. Allow me to explain. Earlier this year, my business was doing well. October, November, and December, all the games are coming out, I see a spike in views, and I see a spike in income. Because people are now watching Recover All the releases. Not one extra person has come back to watch Recover All stuff. And I had a very hard time believing this. I really did. Okay? So let's talk about this. Alright? Here's the deal. Right now, because I don't know what's going to happen. Typically, what happens at the end of the year, we get this spike and it goes again. First, my daydream entry question. Brad goes viral.
Hey, Dad. So,
Leave me like
Wait.
You got so much pain in your eyes. Keep it together. So I know what
This is everything that
I am prepared. If
prepared to go. I mean, like, here's what you'll do. Now, if I don't get any increase in ship and income in the next 3 months to the end of the year, just a big push for most animal benefit. I don't know if I'm listening to the end times in business. And that's terrible because this is an 8-year legacy. So all I can say is this: the reason I've written this up for you, I love doing this, and we've figured it's a pivotal day and very shortly, if the videos doesn't turn around, I don't think you're going to be seeing me around as much as you did in Epic at all, because I won't be able to do it as a child. I was actually literally on top of my mother today, talking to her about this. She's like, get out of the bankruptcy and prove my credit and how to buy this house. You know what I mean? It's like, if I was making the money that I was making last year before all the trolling happened that really screwed me over, I'd be fine. I'd be more than fine. I'd be able to save money and I'd be able to pay off my debt. And those kids that fucked with me last year with those false copyright strikes really have no idea how much they hurt me. Like, someone could have run up and stabbed me, and if I survived it, probably would have been less damaging than what those fucking kids did to me last year. I mean, I'm devastated. So what can you do? You are the average person, likes my stuff, watches me, wants to look at you. Well, keep doing what you're doing. Support the YouTube, doing the box stuff, and the videos. You're sharing the videos. You're watching for longer. I can't fault anyone. Inside this camera. Supporting you too. You guys are doing the right thing. Like, the proof is there, the evidence is there. You are loving the stuff and you're doing the right thing. So, to me, I just gotta be, I don't know, right? What you blame, I don't know. So it is what it is. You're doing the right stuff. The only things that I can say, maybe if you're not doing some of those things I just mentioned, please do. And over here, over Patreon, and you know, every once in a while, first of all, I only plug Patreon very rarely. It's gonna help, whether it's or if you somehow is spreading the word about my videos or Patreon. Because I've said this a million times and people take it for granted, alright? I don't advertise a lot, so not a lot of people hear about Patreon. It's very simple. It's this simple. Do you watch the weekly preview every week? Think about it. Do you watch some of my gameplay videos every week? Are they entertaining to you? Or do you watch my vlogging every week? DSP tries it, which has been the longest running DSP series pretty much ever. Right? Do you watch my new edited content over on KO Gaming? If your answer to any of those is yes, and the answer is continue, Patreon is the way to make it happen. Seriously, I'm serious about it. If 10% of people, 10%, 1/10, who watch my videos and live streams, pledged $1 a month to my Patreon, I would not ever care about views. I would not ever care about ad revenue. Never have to have segment like this in a minute. Okay? It's $1. $1 a month. What is that to you? Have a mom? You know what I mean? I'm sure you throw $1 away on stupid shit every month. Look, use that much more useful stuff. Like, allow me to continue to do this 8-year fucking legacy business in the future. $1 a month is not a lot. Okay? Please, if you have never considered pledging a Patreon or would like this, please consider doing it if you do it. Listen, I understand this can, but if you can't, then do it. I need the help. do it, then Patreon has to be able to do it, alright? So please, pledge to Patreon. If we get a significant increase in Patreon pledges this month to show value and positivity that we can still make this happen, think about that. That's going to full head of steam into the end of the year, getting super confident editing this video. Right now, not so good. Like, I'm excited, but and I don't want that to come through when I'm playing a game or I'm doing something. I'm worried about the future of my business, and I'm not anymore. I'm frustrated because I want to get this fucking video out and get the fuck out of it. I'm so frustrated. I don't want it to be like that. I want it to be positive. Earlier this year, I was so overwhelmingly happy and positive. I don't know what the fuck happened over the summer that everything changed. It's like dumb.
A week later, DSP would announce that October was the best month Patreon has had thanks to his fans, but he would go on to say that he still needs help to keep going. He would ask viewers to pledge at least $1 because you can't buy anything with $1. He would also criticize other content creators in the same video.
And so there's an 8-year legacy on YouTube. And by the way, more videos than probably anyone has helped to such 5 second clips and spans of face more of. More significantly, more videos with actual content, I'm probably most prolific YouTuber on the entire internet. So, because of that, because I'm all about the games and the gameplay and what's the videos to do, I don't need a lot of money. I'm not like these other fucking people, right? And I'm using all the tricks of the trade to get hired. So it tells a sponsorship and the games out of the ass. Like, there's gamers that I'm not paid for a fucking video game in years. I'm saying that again. There's gaming YouTubers who have not even walked up in years. They get everything for free. They get paid to play the fucking games. Not one video they put out was legitimate. It's all paid sponsorships. And that's what people think is good. How are you a fucking idiot? You're just watching constant advertisements for free, by the way. You're a moron. You're wasting your time watching these advertisements for free on YouTube, and you think that they're entertaining because, I don't know, maybe you're simpleton. Who else would like this fucking shit? I don't know. I certainly fucking don't. I watch it, and I watch it, I find 10 seconds of it, and I want to fucking vomit and shit at the same fucking time. And I know I have a viewership that's in the same mind frame as me, or else I wouldn't have been on YouTube for 8 years. There's actually a group of intelligent people out there who want my kind of content and warm it. Really. Such best early group. You don't know how kind of fan they right? The fact that somebody just could use it. So the WSP.
When Grandpa.
Right? Not fucking staying stupid entertainment. You're not watching my streams to be entertained every possible second of the fucking stream or every possible second of the video. Instant gratification. No, you're more mature than that. You understand. You watch the content. Oh, well, this is what the game is. Now I go watch it out myself. Not go. I know I'm just this game, so I'll watch it play. So at least I know the game's going on. That's my content is going to be about this game. To any help right now, first of all, we're watching my stuff to spread it over. Stop it. Right now, it's not. Says the chick. I need it. No. Number 2, Patreon. Because the bottom line is, I've already watched my stuff, I've already spread the word about my stuff to a setting that everyone who watches my stuff is like, and according to other metrics, right? Only the Patreon. Pledge, money. To get perks, get stuff back, but also to help me. Is the number 1 Patreon I've had, and I'll support this week for people pledged to my Patreon. And I just want to say this right up front. Thank you to those who watched the video last week, believed me and listened. Because the worst thing would happen is no one believed me.
Is there literally nothing around here? What a waste of fucking time.
So if you've seen this video, okay, for us in the United States, it's not, you can't buy a grocery store for $1. In most cases, it's more than that. And so $1 is nothing. Oh shit, that's my frame of reference, I'm saying it. But if 100 people put down, it means a lot in the long term. So thank you to those who have pledged. Please, I will keep your pledges moving forward, because that's going to support me and allow me to keep doing this. And if you have not pledged yet, get in. I'm telling you, this is how I'm going to be able to do this long term, and it'll get me up in the morning and energized and positive. Honestly, doing this rather than me every day stressing out about fucking views and who's going to show up, and who's going to watch what game. That's why I adopted the between last year to begin with. So if I could make enough money doing it, that I don't have that pressure. The problem is, last year the false copyright strikes completely fucked my business. And now I'm not in the position where I'm sitting pretty and Patreon's helping me with that anymore. I just pay my fucking bills. Okay? It's to the point now where, like, I keep explaining to people, I'm in dire straits, I need help, I can advertise, participate. And then I come out of the show where I go a few ads a day and maybe 10 minutes, and everyone in the street can itch you like a little I don't know. What the fuck? I want to give you a free 3.5 hour English. You're complaining because I mean, a few pull-ups we're going to pay our fucking bills. I mean, talk about being mature and now people being that doesn't understand how business works. You're going to sit here and really. But that's me. That's the only time I never talk to Sarah. You know what I mean? I never get a stupid video. Go on the way. This, never. Never got into that video. This is a rare occurrence. A video like this, I'm actually talking about this stuff. So I never found this to forgive me. And for PewDiePie screaming at the camera like a little girl, and that's what sound like a little basic, right? For Andy Jones, he dresses up in this comedy skit. He puts tons of time and effort into the views. Well, let's face it, why does he get those views? Because he dresses up in this comedy skit. That's why. Not because of the review, because it's an entertainment video that's fluff. That's why people watch this shit on YouTube, and I've never made a fluff fucking video. I mean, maybe that's my problem. Because everything I do is actually worthwhile, and teach you something, and you can learn something, from a video that I put out there. Maybe that's why I'm not popular. People aren't looking for information and for quality, they're looking for fluff. They're just looking to fucking, I just don't get it. And I don't need to be popular on YouTube. I don't care about getting 1 million subs and having people donate the fuck out of everything to me. I don't care about any of that. I just want enough to pay my bills, to have a little life here with my girlfriend Leanna, and to keep sharing my experiences with you daily. That's all I want. I don't want to be rich. I want to be fucking famous. I don't want the world. I just want something that's important.
Despite having one of the best months of the year for Patreon, DSP's viewership would continue to dwindle. In one stream, DSP would state that he was doing quality content, but his viewers weren't there. He would call his viewers lazy for not showing up to his live stream.
Okay, well,
You know what? It's probably fucking that. I'm just gonna go right up here.
At least from what I can see, I can't see the entire length of the stream, but from what I can see, which is back to around like 3 p.m. Much pals? Or, that area? Want to give you a tip on how you can get a gun, in case you don't have the item that you need to make it to the pistol. But both of them, but the menu, and show you guys where you're going to be finding them. So if you go to this area right here, this is where you start off when you start off the game. If you go to this area right here, you're going to be able to find both of them. You're going to be able to find Tansy and Lithmont on this area right here. They're just going to be running around, shoot them, and capture them. Now, once you have the Lithmont and you're going to pick up the, gun early, we walk, but is that the grassy? What you want to do is head this way, and you're going to notice I have 3 stars.
shoot them, and then you'll be able to pick them up. So once you have them picked up, you're gonna go to your map, and you're gonna go to this location right here, which is awesome because this is right off the early part.
Really? It's like right in here? Hey. That's all I want to do, and then go to bed.
It's 3 cheat methods to easily take down the new warlord.
Now change into a fuck.
Tomorrow?
The Team W got
Give me your chance.
You the shit, bitch. You're not even the fuck. I be going hard. I'm breaking their cars. Like,
So, what's your favorite MRA?
Nighttime.
Nice guys.
Nighttime, bitch. Nighttime, bitch. Nighttime, bitch. Time for nighttime shit. Nighttime, bitch. Nighttime, bitch. Nighttime, bitch. Time for nighttime shit. Nighttime, bitch.
Nice guys is.
Just put aluminum power is finally available.
I heard that you got a little. Yes, the chemotherapy did.
Can you start preparing sales reports every morning? No, thank you.
Why not?
Because I just realized this corporate math isn't adding up.
What do you mean?
You want me to do the job of 3 people, but you're only paying me to do the job of 1 person. We've talked about this. Due to the economy, we're not able to give out raises right now, but we can look into that in the next 3 years if we're still around. That's another example. You say there's no budget for raises, yet we hit record profits last month. Where's the money then? We used some of that money to celebrate and buy everybody lunch, remember? You spent less than $70 on 10 hot and ready pizzas from Little Caesars threw us a pizza party. The record profits were us making $100,000 a day last month. You should have taken us to Fleming's, or at least gotten us some cheesy.
Remind me, what songs are you?
There's a way to level up extremely fast, get infinite resources, and also get infinite money. In this video, I'm going to show you some really amazing methods you can use from very early on to boost up your character a lot more, and also build probably one of the coolest early on bases that give you the infinite amount of ingots that you need to craft some of the most powerful gear in the game, but at least until you get some of the much stronger stuff later on. First things first, let's talk about leveling. By far, the best early on at small levels is to take advantage of the capture bonus that each creature has. You can, by the way, check this in the PAL deck section, and you will see that every single creature in the game has 10 capture bonuses. So as long as you catch that creature 10 times, this is going to give you like hundreds and hundreds, if not thousands of XP that scales up to your level. So yes, this absolutely still works even if you are much higher level. You can still go back to the starting zones and get all the lambos, cativas, chickpeas, and all the other low level pals. As long as you did not finish the capture bonus for any of these, go ahead and still collect them. You're going to always get that scaled up XP. By the way, if you're wondering how to get these pal spheres, then you can get a ton of them by just using pixies and essentially placing them inside of a ranch. So you can find a ton of them in the yellow forest very close to the small settlement waypoint. There's a bunch of them over here you can capture, so just try to get at least a handful of them to bring them home. Now once you do that, place them inside ranches. You of course have to build one, so make sure you do that. Pick them up manually and throw them inside so that you can manually make them dig for resources. Now some of the resources they give also include money and even arrows, but they also drop a lot of these very interesting spheres. And this is exactly what I did. In a few days we'll get hundreds upon hundreds for each and every single one of them, so you will never have to worry especially about catching things with spears, at least the low level ones. And around this time is when you're going to notice that your Pokédex or box is going to be filled with a lot of pals. So in this case, filter through the ones that actually have useful passive skills. So any of these yellow colored upgrades, anything that gives them extra speed, damage, or just makes them a lot more useful around the camp, try to keep those because we're gonna sell the
Like,
rest
there's gotta be
for a massive profit.
here.
Since we've been using slave labor and animal cruelty
Here,
to
maybe?
get ourselves rich, why not bring it a step beyond and also involve a black market guy to sell the pals that we don't actually need? And we actually can find a greedy guy right here very close to that.
You guys might be a little effed.
Against the red forest. Keep this era in mind
Just
because
kidding.
we're gonna do a massive farm in just a little bit. But go inside the cave, make sure you also have a torch so you can see the way. And once you reach the guy, you can go ahead, buy and sell excess pals. And as you can see, just a few minutes of farming these very low level ones already brings me like 7 to 8k in profit. Very easy. For some of the higher level stuff, and do it even more, you're going to get even more zombies. So this is how you're going to get some of the initial starting money. You can also then funnel it to buy some of the stuff that he also sells. These will rotate daily, but I believe you can also reset it much faster. Plus, there are many other vendors all around the map that also sell goods. For example, if you go to this location right here, again at the small settlement, there are 2 vendors inside, one of which actually buys and sells goods that you can use. So crafting items, recipes, stuff that you can generally craft yourself too, but in case you cannot just yet, you can buy it from here.
Oh, super really.
You can actually capture them, just like any other pal. Now, I did a mistake and got one instead of the fort, but just to show you that it works, you can go ahead, grab them, and capture them. You can go back into your base and place them over here, and now you have your very own merchant accessible at any given time. The only slight problem is that it doesn't really do anything, but he is going to give you access to all of these without having to travel anywhere else. That's why I recommend having a wandering traveler so that you can buy and sell excess goods, so gear that you no longer use or just items you have a lot of, as well as the pal vendor so that you can also sell and buy pals in case you want something really cool. But like I said, eventually we also want to build a farm, and this brings us to one of the best possible locations you can find very early on. Now why do you need ore? Basically you need it for everything. You funnel this into ingots, and then ingots will build with them pretty much everything, at least in the middle of the game. So this includes weapons like muskets, also some of the armor, especially the heavy iron armor. Plus it's also useful at various upgrades, even like the grappling hook and many of the other stuff like saddles and other creature upgrades you'll find in your decks. So from this point on, you're going to head over again in the same church area right here into the red forest, and behind that church you'll find a very big cluster of ore, about like 8 of these, up to 10, depends on your luck. But this is like the highest concentration I have ever seen, at least this early on. So obviously I went ahead and I already placed down a base. It's not even optimal just yet, but I just wanted to showcase how good it is and how much it produces every single minute. So the way I set it up is that here we have the ore, and on the opposite side of the church we have the base, because we cannot build a base computer that close to the church, it considers it a, I believe, boss area, so it's not going to let you. But if you cut down some of the trees over there, you can place it down and you can, yeah, just make this whole setup right here. I also placed some beds for the creatures, also ways to self-sustain themselves because they also have to eat. But most important, I just placed down one of these things right here, so it's a chest in which they will bring the items. You only need one, no more than that. Basically, that's it. And right next to it, we're gonna use some of these fire pits because we do need to smelt that into the iron ore that we need to then funnel into items. Now, the only problem you kind of have to solve is finding creatures that focus a lot more on mining. Unfortunately, the ones that I have kind of do a lot of things. So the pancakes, for example, they do mine this very well. They do become useful eventually, but they also kind of stop and water these plantations, which is fine because this means I don't need to waste a slot on a creature that does just that. So every now and then they will go back, water the plantation, and then my little monkeys will just take care of planting and gathering those seeds. But the best is going to be these tombats. These creatures can be found relatively early, but only during at night. So you will find them usually in forest area. I don't think there's a designated spot in which you can find them specifically, but these seem to be the best in terms of collecting and generally just destroying those ores. Mining level 2, but yeah, this is what they do most of the time. They don't do anything else. They don't do transporting, they don't do gathering, they do a lot more of the mining. Also very interesting about this spot is that all of the ones doing mining will actually stay in one spot and not actively move to each individual ore. This is the only place in which I saw this happening, and I'm assuming that's because of the high concentration of interactable objects, I guess. But essentially they all stay in the same place, and you'll see like they mine stuff in the air, it doesn't do anything, but then one of the ores in the distance is the one that gets damaged, so they essentially wirelessly damage the ores and collect the resources. Not sure why that's the case. Obviously it's a bug, but it makes it a lot more efficient because they travel much less, so then you can collect the resources much better. That's just the way this setup is. And yeah, that's pretty much it with the video. Let me know down below if there's any other cool tips or secrets that you want to share. In the meantime, if you enjoyed this video, a thumbs up and a subscribe would definitely help a ton. Plus also check out the other video I made, some of the best and strongest starting pals you want to get your hands on, especially
not that it leaked, but basically it made the rounds on the internet, and then eventually I addressed it about a week or two ago, that I am working with a documentarian by the name of Mike Plum on making a documentary about myself here on YouTube. Now, Mike had previously made one documentary about Boogie, and that released back in October, okay? And there's mixed feelings about that documentary, all right? A lot of people seem to be of the impression that the documentary is incredibly great quality, but also that the documentary makes Boogie look terrible. And why did Boogie even participate in it if the whole point, if the documentary didn't make him look good at all, just made him look bad? And the thing is, I had not seen the documentary, and I'll tell you, I've seen it, and yeah, I agree with everybody. That I just think that the documentary is a sad telling of Boogie's life, you know? And what can I say? Maybe he's just that type of person, right? And that's what he wanted to be portrayed on the internet. I wouldn't know, because I'm not Boogie. You know, I don't know what the thought process there was in the making of that documentary, okay? But, basically, you know, for me, you guys know what I go through on a daily basis. You know the massive amount of harassment, slander, and nonsense that happens all the time. And you also know that I literally just ignore it. I pay no attention to any of the nonsense that happens outside of these streams. And when idiots try to come to the stream and troll, we just handle it, we move on maturely, and we just move on with our day. I don't let it affect me or derail me or stop. Right? I love what I do for a living. I love my private, personal life. I love everything about my life. I'm not gonna let so many negative influences all over the internet stop me from having a great positive life. I just refuse, okay? And maybe to some extent, that's one of the major reasons
why I get so much negativity is people can't stand it. They can't stand that someone survives against all odds, that someone is still successful despite all the efforts of so many people who, for some very weird, confusing reason, want to hurt, right? So, it is what it is, and the thing is that over the years, obviously, I've learned to basically be a more private person. I don't show you guys my private life anymore. I used to be, when I started out, everything was transparent. I was vlogging everything that I did in my house, when I went on trips. You know, I had vlogs on the ads. But when I moved out here 10 years ago, I was vlogging the whole move and everything. And then what I found is that increasingly, as this crazy toxicity movement towards me on the internet continued, right? People just kept escalating the level. It wasn't just, oh, Phil's a bad gamer anymore, or Phil's videos aren't that good anymore. It became, Phil's a bad person, we want to actually hurt Phil, let's do what we can to ruin Phil's life. And so, a lot of those private things that I put out there in my vlogging ended up being used as toxic, insulting, or even dangerous things against myself and my family. I always tell the story, alright, that basically one day I was doing a vlog in my kitchen, and I can't remember what it was. It could have been like a DSP tries, which I used to do all the time, where I would try products and rating. And I had a statement sitting on my countertop by accident. It shouldn't have been there, but I left it there for the filming, and I didn't realize. Just for just a couple frames, it panned into the camera, right? These people are so crazy, they called the utility company, as listed on that statement. They impersonated me with very basic info, and they told the company to turn on my power. You may think that's funny, but it's not. That's basically a pain in the ass for everyone involved. For them, for me, they can't just flip a switch like this. It's a thing to turn power off and on. It costs money, it costs time. And if it turns off, what if I've no power now for a day or two, and I can't work, and there's no heat? It's fucked up. This is what people do. That's how crazy they are. Now, this is a story from many years ago. Since then, things have escalated to levels you guys wouldn't even want to know about, with the level of things that have happened, the harassment of myself and my family. Okay? So, that's just one example. So that's why you guys don't see me doing that kind of stuff anymore. I've made this very sharp division between what you see on camera and what's my private life off camera. You'll see stuff in this office, and that's it. I don't go through my house vlogging. I don't show you what my wife and I do privately. It's none of your business, all right? And in fact, even my wife, Pat, has stayed, off camera for a very long time. It's only recently, in the last couple of weeks, that she's made the active decision to come back into my content and start being on my streams again, which I'm very happy about. But even then, look how long it took to get that level of trust and feeling that it was going to be okay to do so, and it would be safe, right? So, with that level of separation has come kind of an air of mystery. People who just make stuff up, crazy conspiracies, and everyone's always wondered, what's it like in Phil's life? Because we don't see Phil's life. It's this level of mystique almost around it. And in truth, I don't think it's that interesting, but I guess a lot of people are very interested about the personal side of Dark Side Phil, okay? So, basically, for a few months now, this isn't just something that happened recently. This is something that's been worked on now for a few months, because that Mike Plum and I went back to discussions and everything about a documentary and what it would be. And as I've explained to you guys, alright, this documentary is not an interview. This is not just someone sitting down with me and getting answers to questions, and then you interpret it as you want. This is supposed to be my life story. This is covering, me growing up as a kid, what it was like for me in school, and then growing up becoming a gamer, and then getting into competitive Street Fighter and what that was like, and having people from along my life involved in this project, who positively like me and know me and can talk about my history and past, because they were there. Okay? It is literally a biography. It's a documentary and a biography of me. Okay? Now, this isn't just going to be positive stuff, because no one wants to just watch a video that's just going to kiss my ass for an hour straight. This is also going to cover all of the stuff that's been going on in the last 15 years since I became a YouTuber, a lot of which has been toxic and negative. People are going to be featured in this, including some of my biggest critics on the internet, to get their take on what it is they really don't like, they have problems, and stuff like that, okay? So basically, it's supposed to be an even-sided documentary. Yes, there's going to be positive stuff, and there's going to be negative. but for the first time ever, it'll all be together in one thing, right? As opposed to, well, if you want to hear anything negative, watch one of these 5,000 people that just shit on me for clickbait views on YouTube, and they all benefit by doing it. But if you want to hear something positive about me, you gotta come watch me on my content, because who's gonna do that? When you're seeing 5,000 negative things about someone, who's gonna actually bother to come check out the real content the person makes to see if any of it's true? Not many people. It's testament to that right now. On stream we have 500 viewers. As opposed to if one of these toxic streamers turns on their stream just to shit on me for an hour, they get probably 1,000. Because that's idiot people on the internet, that's what they like. You know, when you're a complete asshole and all you care about is hurting others, you enjoy negative toxic content. You get your jollies off when someone else is hurting, good for you. You're a really good person, right? I mean, no, those people are not good people, but there's ridiculous amounts of them on this planet. It's sad that that's what's happening in human society, right? So, the thing is, all the attempts that I've made to try to get a fair shake have never worked. You know, I had an interview with Quartering many years ago, and I felt the interview went fine, except when the interview ended, everyone just gave him shit because he didn't just stand there and pester me constantly with toxic conspiracy theory questions. So it was like, oh, that interview sucked. Then I went side scrollers, and for 5 hours, they pounded me with questions, never prepared me for the questions, by the way, just pounded me with these questions. I answered to the best of my ability, but it became apparent that they were trying to trap me into some kind of a big confession that wasn't going to happen because I wasn't going to confess to something I didn't do. But this is what they were banking on, that they were going to get the scoop and they were going to get me to confess to all the stuff that I didn't do so that they would be able to break the story on the internet and get notoriety. So that then their show could get big and they could make money, right? When that didn't happen, instead they turned it into a way to shit on me for months on end and make money off of my detractors, right? So again, whenever I try in some way to get a fair shake, right, it doesn't happen. So this documentary is the best chance I can have to get a fair shake. And because I'm, involved in it and I'm going to have a positive side to it, right, I feel like that's why it's going to be even and balanced and fair. Yes, there's going to be negative stuff there. And by the way, it's also going to be fun. There's going to be a lot of comedy stuff in there too, my life is also happy and positive and fun. This is not just serious business film. Although I'm sure there are going to be moments in there talking about private stuff about my life and things that I've been through. But there's going to be funny stuff in there too, right? Like that's the whole idea, is to make a 1 hour or so length entertaining show for everyone on the internet, right? This is supposed to be entertaining for my fans. This is supposed to be entertaining for my haters, but also for a whole new audience, for those who are neutral and have only heard about me through memes and other hearsay, to actually get a full story of who I am. This is supposed to be the way to know everything about me in one go. The positive and the negative instead of just the negative, which is all you hear on the internet, right? So anyway, I've been, in talks and working with Mike Plum for months on this, all right? And we've had brainstorming sessions, and we've actually met and talked about this stuff, and basically now, we're in the stage where it's time to set stuff in stone, concrete, filming schedules and all of that, okay? So, as you know, a few weeks ago, the story broke on the internet that this was happening, okay? And of course, people started asking me, and a couple weeks ago, I told you guys probably about it, and the feedback that I got was, let me just put it this way, fearful. Okay? That's the feedback I got. Fear. Right? It wasn't, whoa, this is great news. It wasn't, oh, this is interesting. It was, well, I'm afraid now. Why? Was the feedback that I got fearful from my audience. Because keep in mind, I get feedback from my audience. I'm absolutely sure that in the hater detractor circles, they were dancing for joy because they're hoping to get any little piece of information about my life that they can then use for something new for them. Keep in mind that the moment that anything happens involving me, they get content and they make money on it. So it's like a field day for them.
Oh, this is so dumb. I just want to stop playing.
This documentary is going to become content for them. So this is great. They don't have to work
I'm
anymore.
done.
They're just going to sit back and they're just going to relax enjoy, they're gonna revel in it, and they're gonna get every moment of it, right? And they're hoping ultimately that when this documentary